Alright, hello everyone! Welcome back to Genshin Impact. Welcome back to the Court of Fontaine, where today we will be continuing on with my series to do all the story quests I didn't do at the time and I need to catch up on. And today we will be doing none other than Sigewinne's story quest, which is going to be interesting. I do remember when the Fontaine trailers first came out and then we saw the Melazines and we saw Sigewinne. I was like, oh... Clearly they tried to make a playable character that's a Melazine, but then like did they have to try to fit like the Melazine onto like the small human girl model or something? Like she doesn't have like the same kind of features as all of these other Melazines, where she still has like a humanoid appearance and just has like the Melazine feelers and tail. So what's up with that? Well, I think there's actually a lore reason for that. I believe that is what we will be finding out in her story quest. And in the interest of keeping to time, because this series is going to be very long to record, let's get started without further ado. Ta-da! Let's do Sigewinne's story quest. Let's go. Accept quest. The Warmth of Lies. Nereides chapter, Act 1, Beauty Expert. The Court of Fontaine seems to be holding quite a lively promotion event. Alright. Let's get started. Yeah. I'm gonna try, not that I'm gonna stop myself from talking, but like, I don't want this to be like a 4-hour video. I don't want the next one to be like a 4-hour video. So we're gonna, you know, keep this timely. But I will still share my thoughts. That's the whole point of me making these videos. Otherwise, there's no point.
This shop looks popular today. Wonder what the occasion is.
Is this Chiaria Boutique? No, I think Chiaria Boutique is on the upper level.
Butterfly Dew Cosmetics now on sale. Huh, looks like it. Oh, Sigewinne's here too.
Hello, Sigewinne.
Hey there, Sigewinne.
What are the chances? It's been a while.
Hello there, Traveler and Paimon. I hope you're keeping yourselves fit and healthy.
Yeah,
You
we've
bet
been
we
running
are.
all
So
over the
anyway, what
place,
are you
so
doing
don't
here,
worry
Sigewinne?
about us.
The Duke insists I take regular vacations in the Court of Fontaine. This one just so happened to coincide with a promotion for a new skincare product, so I came over to take a look. I like to keep up with the latest industry developments when I can, to help me with my magazine articles. Wait, you write? For a magazine? Which one? It's called Beautés en Fleur, and it's run by the Fontaine Beauty Association. I've done lots of articles about skincare for them, using the pen name Maritime Flower. Oh, wow! You're a Maritime Flower? If Paimon's not mistaken, you're one of the leading figures in the Fontaine Beauty Association!
Oh my gosh, she's just like Miss Hina. Except she seems a way more... She actually knows about her own pen name. Since when did you start reading beauty mags, Paimon?
What's so weird about that? Everyone loves beauty! I really like this role. The staff at cosmetic shops are always so polite. And as long as I wear a big smile on my face, I always get the best customer service. Well, they sure don't want to make an enemy of the Maritime Flower.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you're like that kind of reviewer, then whatever you think holds a lot of weight for them. What got you interested in beauty products, Sigewinne? How'd you become a leader in the Beauty Association?
Obviously, it's because of Sigewinne's love for beauty. Still a leader of the Beauty Association? That's incredible. The truth is, I study this field because I cherish my own appearance. It has nothing to do with being beautiful or not.
Oh.
The words of a master beautician defy comprehension! Oh, wait, you're saying that natural beauty is the highest form of beauty,
You're also
right?
very beautiful.
Not really. Actually, Melazine aesthetics are very different from human ones. We don't view humans based on their appearance. If I had to describe our approach, I'd say it's based on cuteness.
Yeah. Yay, little heart.
Oh, really? Yep. Still, I really value my current appearance, and in the process of taking care of it, I've ended up learning quite a lot about skincare and
Right.
stuff.
How do you have
Turns
this
out,
current appearance?
My knowledge and experience is pretty popular with beauty product lovers. It came as a big surprise to me, though. Oh, Paimon gets it now. But speaking of your appearance, how come you look human anyway? Are you like
Yeah, the
only
question
half
we've all been
Melusine?
wondering. You have the Melusine feelers and tail, but...
Ooh, wait, sorry. That was probably really offensive.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't ask it so directly, Paimon.
No, I don't mind. I'm not mixed, though. I made a decision to turn myself into this form a very long time ago. If you're interested, I could tell you the story.
Sure, if you're comfortable telling it.
A shape-shifting story? Oh, heck yeah, of course we're interested!
Yeah.
Once upon a time...
Okay.
Long ago, humans rejected Melusines, and Melusines feared humans.
Yeah, we learned about that in
There was one
Nereides story
Melusine who
quest.
became fascinated with human medicine, but no human wanted her help. And there was one girl who liked Melusines, so no humans would make friends with her. So, the Melusine became the girl's friend, and the girl became the Melusine's patient. Your checkup's all done. You're still in perfect health. Thank you, Dr. Melusine. In this game of doctor and patient, a friendship was born. Then, one day, the girl fell ill. The Melusine was the only doctor to arrive on time, but the adults sent her away.
Scram! Melusines can't be trusted!
No. So just because I'm not human, I can't save my best friend? In desperation, the Melusine approached the frightening witch. She begged and begged until she got a reply.
If you take this potion, concocted of sin, you will gain a human face and grow human limbs. But then, you will lose everything that attracted this friend of yours to you in the
there's
first place.
always a catch.
Can you accept that?
The Melusine did not hesitate for very long.
There's always a
On a
price to
rainy
pay.
night, a little doctor knocked on the girl's door. The doctor wore a hood and raincoat, maybe to protect her from the rain, but maybe also to hide a secret.
There she is.
The little doctor held the girl's hand and treated her illness, just as she had so many times before. Dawn came, and the little girl's condition improved. But the little doctor was long gone, for she knew her friend would never recognize her again.
Aww. She sacrificed.
Since then, I've lived my life in human
She
form.
sacrificed her true
Most
form to
people who
save
know
her
me
friend.
just think I was born this way.
But her friend wouldn't recognize her anymore.
Ooh, a witch? A potion? Why
Yeah.
does it sound like a fairy
What
tale?
witch? We know a lot of witches.
It's a
We've
true
never
story.
heard of this witch
It must
before.
be the way you told it then. It just sounds so...
Yeah. We've never heard of this witch, and we've met a lot of witches in our travels across Tibet. But you're an incredibly kind person, Sigewinne. Yeah. You were willing to lose that friendship if only it meant that your friend could survive. And it's very heartbreaking, but yeah.
Yeah, not every Melusine would take human form to save their human friend. That must have been a huge decision.
Yeah. And I'm glad Melusines and humans can live in harmony
Treating
now.
patience is a doctor's duty. We must always find a way, even when the going gets tough. Ugh. It's so crazy that they turned you away just because you were a Melusine, especially when their daughter was so sick.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes appearance can be a real barrier. But that was a long time ago. I like how I look now anyway.
And that means you were able to become a playable character.
Paimon too! You're super cute this way.
Yeah. Just like
Attention
all the
customers!
Melusines, you're super
Thank you
adorable.
all for waiting. Now, on behalf of our skincare partner, I'm delighted to announce that our exciting new product is now officially on sale.
Wow, there we go. Let's have a look, shall we? Oh, Paimon, if you want to buy any skincare products, I'll be happy to give you some suggestions.
Really? Personal advice right from a leader of the Fontaine
Take
Beauty
this opportunity,
Association?
Paimon.
What an honor!
Allow me to introduce our newest skin lotion, Butterfly Dew. I'm sure many of you have already read about this product's trials in the newspapers. To say that it improves skin quality is an understatement. This product gets its name from the way it transforms your skin and makes it glow anew, like a butterfly emerging from its chrysalis and spreading its wings for the first time. We are thrilled to have the inventor of this fantastic product with us here today. Please welcome Mr. Rawat, a researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute. Now, without further ado, I'll hand over to Mr. Rawat to tell you all about what Butterfly Dew can do for you.
Immediately trying to see if he's a good
Thank
guy
you.
or a bad guy.
Hello, everyone. I'm Rawat, and I developed Butterfly.
Immediately trying to suss out what's the deal with him.
He's a researcher? Wow, he's really challenging the stereotype.
It seems that everyone is surprised by my entrance. Or should I say, my appearance.
What, you don't think
I'm well
nerds can
aware
look
that
attractive?
Researchers are generally better known for their brains than their dashing good looks. In that regard, I do believe I break the mold somewhat. Of course, appearance is a skin-deep way of defining a person. And yet one's appearance can be a very real set of shackles, holding a person back in their life. It can rob a young person of their self-confidence when applying for a job, dissuade a young lady from approaching the one she loves. Our actions are at the mercy of our appearance, and we slowly become the very person that the outside world sees us as. But what if I told you that those shackles can be broken? If our appearance prevents us from changing, then let us first change our appearance itself.
That's
Wash away moles, birthmarks,
quite
and wrinkles,
bold.
and they can no longer rob us of our confidence. Replace them with luster and radiance, and we shall never again hang our heads in shame.
Wow, I can immediately
That
see
is
this
why
being
Butterfly Dew
controversial.
exists. Its mission is to allow us
not
to shed
outright
our
bad,
pupae,
just
undergo
controversial.
a complete metamorphosis, and embrace a new life.
Well, whether it actually works or not, after that speech, Paimon's already sold!
You are? So soon? But you're already so beautiful, Paimon.
Mr. Rawat, could I ask if you've used this product yourself?
Of course, I tried it many times while I was testing it. You can consider me a
I mean,
product
definitely the
ambassador.
social issue.
Wow, then it sure to
This
work.
is really tackling his body image
Still, I
and
don't expect
appearance
to convince
and
you just by blowing
you
my
know,
own
don't judge a
trumpet.
book by its
So,
cover.
could I get a volunteer from the audience to try it out?
Paimon? Paimon, you're already so beautiful. You don't need this product.
Oh! Ah, what an honor! It appears we have a giant of the Fontaine Beauty Association here with us. In that case, Miss Sigewinne, could we seek your most expert opinion on this product?
Sure.
What would it do to Sigewinne, though? I mean, what does it actually do? Does it actually, like, just make all of your moles go away?
Is that a maritime flower? They say she's the pickiest user of skincare products in all of Fontaine.
That's why he wants...
Here you go.
That's why he wants her to rate his product.
Well, it's very kind to the skin, and the absorption rate is high. Even for Fontaine, this is a first-rate product.
Whoa, that's a glowing review from a
Wow,
very
now
tough
that's
reviewer.
high praise.
Yeah.
I'll take one. Any discounts?
All right. Well, all that remains for me to say is, Butterfly Dew is now on sale.
I'm trying to figure out what kind of scam this guy's up to. Decimates the stock.
Think we should buy a bottle too?
No, you're cute enough already. I keep telling you, Paimon. You're already so beautiful. Love yourself the way you are.
Aww, really? Well, it's still good to care for your skin
Look,
though, right?
I'm all for
I
getting the
definitely
right
feel kinda
skincare
rough for
products
being
to make
exposed to the
yourself look
elements all
more
the time.
beautiful. But
if you're worried
the
about
way
whether
he
it's the right
sells it
product for
is
you, well,
literally
luckily
like,
for us,
are you not
Sigewinne's
satisfied
here,
with your
so we
body
can get an
image?
expert
We can
consultation.
remake you into the stereotype appearance. The, like I said, that's not an outright bad thing. It's definitely a controversial topic, which is why this game is so good. I think this game really delicately handles
It's an
tough
honor
conversations.
to receive such high praise from you. To be honest, I was also hoping you might be able to point out some flaws in the product so I can keep improving it.
With most skincare products, the pros and cons only
Also, he's an
become apparent
NPC with colored
long-term
hair.
use.
That has to mean something, right?
Oh yeah, this one has instant benefits. Improving
Doesn't
skin
always,
quality
but
without any
often.
obvious side effects. It's one of a kind. Don't worry though, I plan to keep using it, and I'll publish regular reviews in Beautés en Fleur. You can read my thoughts there. All you need to do is subscribe.
Oh, I was hoping for a more casual conversation, but you are a beauty association leader after
Yes.
all. I understand if you want to keep this professional.
Yeah, let's keep this professional.
Oh, excuse us, Miss Beauty Expert. But do you think this product is a good choice for me and him?
What? Ether doesn't need this. He's already so beautiful.
Wait,
Don't you think?
are you the renowned traveler?
That's right, and by his side, the equally famous Paimon.
Well, I don't normally handle customer questions personally, but since it's the traveler asking, allow me to make an exception. Butterfly Dew is made for all skin types, so no matter who you are, you can rest assured that it will be kind to your skin. If anything, it might be marginally more effective on Fontanian's skin, but other than that, it works the same
I
on
mean, if
everyone.
it's just like a
Why would it work better on
hydrating
Fontanian?
lotion, then that's fine. But you're saying like it can like basically
In the
remodel
interests
you
of
into
protecting
the
my trade
ideal
secrets,
appearance.
I'm afraid I can't answer that, Miss Paimon.
Oh, that's not a good look. That's not a good sign.
Alright then.
That's
How
not
about
a good
friend
sign.
discount?
Why does it only work on
Save
fonts? Does it
yourself
have
the trouble.
primordial water
I'd
in
be
it? Is it
greatly
like
honored to have both of you
defoliating your
use my
skin by
product.
literally
Here,
ripping your
take 2
skin
bottles
off?
for free.
Sorry, I'm already like, now that the curse has been lifted on the people of Fontaine, does primordial water like just defoliate their skin off without killing them? My brain is already like extremely theorizing. What's the catch? Is this a publicity stunt? Yeah, that's the whole thing. Like, immediately the red flags are going off like, what's the catch? This is too good to be true. How could you possibly do this? What unethical thing did you do to produce this product? My mind is already racing.
I can see why you might think that, but please don't misunderstand. This gift is simply
Or
a
is he
token of
just
my
a completely
esteem.
normal
There's
guy
no
and
business
somebody else is going to be the
motivation behind it.
antagonist of this?
To me, finding new
Sorry,
customers for
class.
Butterfly Dew is about meeting kindred spirits, fellow admirers of physical beauty. I consider it a labor of love.
Admirers of physical beauty. Eesh,
Yeah,
that's embarrassing
I was
to say
okay. I
out
don't.
loud.
I was
It
trying to think of
sounds
what
so
to say,
shallow.
but exactly
It's
as
nothing to be
Paimon
ashamed
says,
of, Miss
no,
Paimon.
nothing
Most
held
people claim
back.
to
It sounds
desire
incredibly
inner
shallow
virtue,
when
but
you
it's
put
still
it that
physical
way.
appearance that turns their heads.
Wow, you
This
don't
is
care
a
about
fact of life.
personality at all?
It's only natural for people to desire to become beautiful. And that's exactly what inspired me to choose
Well-
this research direction in the first place.
You're right. Everyone loves beauty, don't
Well,
they?
I wouldn't. Everyone loves beauty,
Look
but
at
I
the
don't think
time.
most
My
people would
apologies,
say
but I have other things to attend to.
beauty
I'll
is
leave
the
you
only
with these
thing
2
that
bottles of
matters.
Butterfly Dew,
We all
and I look
strive to
forward
become more
seeing you
beautiful.
again.
If you're ugly, you're worthless. That's kind of what he's implying.
Paimon, I'd say there's no need for you and the Traveler to use this product for now.
Yeah, Ether doesn't need it.
But
He's already
why?
perfect.
Is there a problem with it?
The quality is fine. I just think there's room for improvement. I think I could add some ingredients to the mix.
Dude,
to
I'm
make it more
already
effective.
thinking it's drug laced.
Really?
It's
Then
definitely,
why didn't you
it's
tell the
definitely
about
drug
that?
laced.
Researchers are a very special breed of human. You can point out their flaws to their face and they won't mind very much. But if you tell them that someone else could do a better job, ooh,
Yeah,
now
he
that'll
said
make
he
him
was
really
looking for
upset.
some constructive
If I
feedback.
mentioned it, he probably wouldn't have given you those 2 bottles for free.
Well,
Fair enough. That
isn't
makes
that
sense.
that's not being
If
honest
you're
though,
interested
right?
in the
You
more
wanted
effective version, I can write up a list
constructive
of ingredients
feedback.
for you. Just come get me once you've gathered them.
When you say more effective, you mean it'll make Paimon even prettier? How can we say no?
Because Paimon, because this is too good to be true. that you can just like beautify everybody like this and suddenly everyone will love you because you're more beautiful. Once again, it's a very shallow way of looking at the world. And while I'm all for, you know, using beauty products to make yourself, you know, look even prettier than before, there's something very offensive about the way he's selling this product. And the comments he's making about how we treat each other as people, how we view each other as people, and how our appearance. He's very much treating a book by its cover. He says, well, don't we all do that? You know, you look at somebody and you already decide everything you think to know about them. And it's like, well, maybe we do, but you make it sound really awful that way. We don't consciously go around doing that. In fact, we try to consciously stop our subconscious from doing that. So to kind of just lean all in on that as like, yeah, you do this anyway, why not just look the part, is mildly offensive, don't you think? And once again, it's a controversial topic, I think. But as I also said, controversial means it shouldn't be talked about. Controversial means it should be talked about. And they always handle delicate issues very well in this game. A prettier Paimon?
As for me, it's probably time I got back to the Fortress of Meropide. I mustn't leave the infirmary unattended for too long. Alright, see you there then!
So, now what? Collect the materials on the list. Okay. Oh, so we're just straight up. Okay. We're just straight up going to... I mean... There's gotta be some secret ingredient, though, that we don't know about. Like, sure, probably... If he's talking about trade secrets,
Just
there's gotta be...
the ingredients for Sigewinne should be nearby.
There's gotta be some ingredients that aren't listed on the ingredients list on the bottle, I'm certain. Really? Hydrophantasm? I got my team of little characters here. So, hope for the best. Go! Almost there. Almost there. Almost there.
Commit it to memory.
Got it? Okay. And then we dive into the water. Tainted hydrophantasm extract. Tainted by what? Tainted by what exactly? Let's go in here. Okay, we're gonna need to steal from this crab. Sorry, Crabbo. We're gonna need to borrow your abilities right here. Let's explode a few times. Come on, almost there. Almost there. Oh god, so quick.
Great! That's everything! Let's head to the Fortress of Meropide!
Can we even swim into the Fortress of Meropide? No, it's too far away. It's all the way over here. Fortress of Meropide, long time no see. So great to be back in prison after we voluntarily went there that one time. Let's see. Was this really the... Maybe it was. I was gonna say, is this really the nearest elevator? But yeah, it probably was. It's been a while. When I had to do all those quests in here, I think I knew the map pretty well at the end there. But that was a while ago. Swing. Is this the most efficient way? I don't know. Oh, we need to go get our free lunch box. I forget what they're called. Credit coupon box. I don't know. What was it called? We need to go get our free meal though. Cause that's what we get for being in prison. Our prison lunch. Alright, let's see. How goes it? There's an Isley!
Whoa, The infirmary is packed.
I mean, is it? I only see one.
Please, you have
one
to
guy.
believe me. I saw it with my own eyes last night. Another me. He looked exactly.
All right. What did this
Got it?
guy
Okay.
lace?
I've written down everything
What kind
you
of drug
told
did
me.
this guy
Now,
lace in
I
the
have a few tests to run.
beauty
Take a deep
potion?
breath, and don't worry, it's nothing to be nervous about. First, which finger am I holding up?
Your index finger, but I'm telling you, my mental state is fine. I'm not crazy.
Very good. Now on to the next.
Oh my god.
There!
You're
Your
not
Grace,
you're
it's
not
been a
making
while, huh?
this guy feel validated.
Tutu. Indeed it has. I would offer you some tea, but I'm afraid the timing is unfortunate. Duty calls.
No worries. Actually, we were looking for Sigewinne. Do you, know what all of this is about?
This inmate came running to the guards in a panic, claiming to have seen his exact doppelganger.
Mm-hmm.
A doppelganger? Doesn't that just mean someone else kind of
Well,
looks
look,
like
as
him?
friends with
That's
Albedo,
what
who
I
has a
thought when the report first
doppelganger,
reached my
you
desk.
know.
But we've inspected our records. No one even
It's-
vaguely resembles him.
It wouldn't be the first
Considering how
time
certain
we
he is of
saw a
what he saw,
doppelganger
I
situation.
can only surmise that he's having some mental issues. So I brought him for a medical evaluation.
All right, very good. Take a sip of water and rest for a bit. Evaluation
Is there
complete.
something wrong with his hand?
I couldn't find any symptoms pointing to a physical condition.
I see. So do you still believe there's more likely to be an issue
It
with
seems
his
something was
mind
wrong with
than
his
his
hand.
body?
I don't know if that was just
I
like
have
it
to
didn't load in
assume so
properly or
for now.
something.
Psychological issues are more difficult to detect. At this stage, we can at least confirm that he is in command of his cognitive faculties.
The rumor mill will go crazy if word of this gets out. Guards, take him to the ward for a period of observation.
No, that's just his arm pad, I think. It's
The
just this
Marechaussee Phantom has
low
requested my
texture on the
cooperation in the
iPad.
case, otherwise, I'd deal with this myself. Sorry for the trouble, head nurse, but I'll have to leave this to you.
No problem, Your Grace. I'll add him to my observation list.
By the way, we have a couple of guests here who've made the trip just to see you.
Poor
I
guy.
imagine it must be important. You probably won't need
What
to add
if
them
it's
to your
actually a
observation
cloning
list, though.
potion? Like it steals your DNA and sends it
Paimon,
to
it's you.
what's his name, Rawat, and then he makes like
It's actually not that important, but
I don't
I'll
know,
be in my office
photoshopped
if you
versions of
desperately need me.
people.
Goodbye for now.
okay, bye.
See, I'm already trying to figure this out. Like right now, I have so little information to make any
Sigewinne.
reasonable assumption as to what's happening. But
Do you mind waiting for just a
I
moment?
already
I
know
have
that
another patient to see.
there's something
Just
really
one
wrong
minute to
going
go and
on.
take a seat. I won't be long.
Oh, sure.
Sigewinne, we've brought him. And he seems to have taken a turn for the worse again.
Okay, don't panic. Let's start by
What do
sitting
you
him down
mean? Is
here.
the same? Does he have the same thing where he claims
Paimon
to
had
have
no
seen
idea how busy it can get
his
for Sigewinne.
doppelganger?
Maybe now's not the time to ask for her help with skincare.
Patience, Paimon. She'll help us. We just need to wait. In the meantime, we could offer to help Sigewinne.
Good point. Besides, it might actually be interesting to observe her at work.
Yeah.
Well, this could hurt, so I suggest you take a deep breath first.
Did his face melt? What happened to him?
It's anyone's guess. His face melted off shortly after arriving at the fortress. But since
Oh
he's a
my
serious offender,
god!
he
I
can't be
didn't. I
allowed
didn't
out
think
for
it'd be
medical
this.
treatment.
I didn't think it'd be
Best
this.
we can do for now is ask
gross.
the head nurse to give him something to manage the symptoms. Oh, this is gonna be awkward. We still need to bring him to the Marechaussee Phantom for questioning. What if he scares them half to death? Will that be our fault?
The Marechaussee Phantom? Does this have something to do with the case Risley's dealing
You know what? Okay.
Yep, it was a huge
Is
case.
is
They
is
tagged
what
a few dozen crooks in one fell swoop. And this guy's
transplanting
baddest apple of the
the
bunch.
faces of
He
beautiful
harmed
people
countless
onto
people.
less beautiful people?
And now,
Is
it
that
looks
what's
like
happening?
It's all finally catching up with him.
There's like the
Done gawking?
Not yet. I need to check the severity of your ulcers to decide the right dosage.
of what?
Don't worry. We Melazines have a very different sense of aesthetics from humans. To me, you just look like a little kitty with slightly scruffy fur, but still just as cute.
Don't patronize me. Do I look like a kid to you? Just give me the meds and let me out of here. I already missed my cell.
Hey, lose the attitude. You dare talk back to our head nurse like that again?
Yeah, you
Your
know,
days
she's
are
trying
numbered.
to help you, you know.
Oh, it's fine. Okay, I'm going to apply the medication now.
Like, abusing
Tell me
the
if it hurts,
medical
alright?
staff is not...
Look how nice Sigewinne's being. And he still talks to
Yeah.
her like that? What a
She's
nasty
not who
piece
the
of
person you
work.
should take your anger out
Can I
on.
leave now?
And she's trying her best, so...
Wow, not a peep. What a brave little guy.
Thank you, Sigewinne. And I apologize for the trouble.
Yeah. I mean, healthcare
So,
workers
Traveler? Paimon?
have stressful
Did you
jobs
bring me
as it is.
ingredients?
You don't need to make it worse for them when
We
they're there to
did,
help
but
you.
we don't want to interfere or anything.
Yeah.
You're busy saving
But
lives here.
at the same time, you know, if my
silly.
face got
I
ripped
agreed
off
to it,
of
didn't
my
I? Just hand me the
head,
ingredients,
I
and I'll
would
make some time to whip it
probably
into the improved
not be in a
version
good
for
mood
you.
either.
Take a rest
So,
here if you want.
but that's no excuse
Or,
to
if you're
speak
not
that way to
tired,
Sigewinne.
I hear they're holding a new pancreation tournament in the administration area.
But
Or alternatively, is there anything we could help you with, Sigewinne?
take it as a token of our gratitude.
That's right. Let us help you out. It's the least we could do.
Good point. Kind-hearted humans start to develop guilt if they accept free help from others.
Yes, that is correct.
Don't
Oh
worry.
my gosh,
I'll
I'm
take a look at my
thinking that
schedule.
like this
I'm
dude is
sure I can
actually
find something to
like
treat
the
this
potion
condition.
does nothing and he's
I
just like
gotta
ripping
warn you,
people's
though,
faces
it'll
off
be
and
tiring
gluing it onto
work.
other people.
So I suggest you take a break first.
Doppelganger.
Then come back and see me when you're ready.
Doppelganger, someone else loses their face. Definitely. We're getting into some very like I don't even have any words. These kinds of things really gross me out. I couldn't I stopped taking although I pursued science, I stopped taking biology classes past the point I had to. Cause wait, Sigewinne? She's still there? Why is she still there? Anyway, not because I didn't want to study biology, but just because looking at anatomy kinda, you know, I get very squeamish. And then every time we have to do a dissection, I get even more squeamish. And I just couldn't handle it anymore. And it's a shame because I'm sure I would have loved to learn more of the science of biology.
We're ready, Sigewinne.
But
What's our first mission?
things make me feel very squeamish very
found the
easily.
perfect job
And
for
the
the
idea of
traveler.
people's faces getting
I'd
ripped
like you to
off
lie
is
down in this bed.
not a not a pleasant idea that I'm picturing in my mind right now.
What for?
I need you to pretend to be sick.
What?
For practice or for like tricking
Is it
somebody?
that difficult? I thought you did a pretty good job last time.
Oh, like during
Oh, so
the
you
Archon quest.
I sure did. He was way more interesting than the usual malingering inmates.
Yeah,
And
that
you
was
played along
a
very
while
well,
ago.
Paimon. I observed you two for quite a while after that.
Well, this is awkward. But why do you need us to do it again now?
No time to explain. My next patient will be here any second. Please just do as I say. You can, pretend like you've got a nasty headache. And throw in some dry heat.
Yeah,
for
what
good
what are
measure.
we doing this for?
Okay.
But sure, go for it, Ether. You're like the best actor. And you're too beautiful to need a beauty potion and have your face get ripped off. Okay. We can't afford to have his face get ripped off.
I'm only here because my mom won't stop pestering me about it. So annoying.
Poor kid.
Well, your mother has enough on her plate with a busy job. Oh, the last thing she needs is to worry about you being sick as
Once
well.
again, the whole thing with Lenore and now this kid is why are they keeping kids in this adult prison? You know, this is not like juvenile prison.
I know. I shouldn't treat the place like a playground. Shouldn't go swimming in the lower levels where we join up with the sea. Cause it'll
Like, the
give
kids
me a
that are born
home
here
and
should have a
distract her
chance
from
to
her
go and
work.
live in the upper
I thought I'd be able
world.
to have some fun here at the fortress for a few days.
Oh, okay, he
but
doesn't
it's
live
always,
here. He's only
"Don't
here
do
for a few
this,
days.
and Don't
Versus
do that."
Lenore, who
All
was
right.
born here and
Sit
lived here.
yourself down and I'll take your temperature.
Maybe he's probably just visiting his mom then.
Your fever
Whether or not she's
still
an
hasn't
inmate
gone
or
down.
a prison
Well,
worker.
here's your medicine. 1 cup for starters, and we'll see if it helps.
But Doc, it's so bitter. Do I really have to drink it? I mean, I'll be fine, right? I've got an uncle who caught a cold. His fever went away on its own after a couple days. Can't you just write me a note saying I'm on the mend? I just need something to keep my mom off my case.
I sure can. You're a very brave boy, after all.
Huh? Brave? What makes you say that?
Well, if you want to rely on your own immune system to clear up your fever, then you'll have to tough it out like this guy.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm so sick!
Hang in there, traveler. Are you gonna puke? Paimon can get you a paper bag.
Huh?
As long as you're tough enough to get through the nausea and dizziness caused by the high fever, you'll be right as rain after just a few days' rest.
And if I'm not tough enough?
I'm going to die from my headache.
This way. At least you'll never have to see the doctor again, right?
I think maybe I'll take that medicine after all, if that's okay.
Oh, of course. Here, it's still warm.
It's so bitter.
But don't you know the secret? The worse it tastes, the better it works.
Great job, you two.
That kid really doesn't know what's good for him.
Yeah.
His mother's a guard here. She's been working back-to-back shifts lately. But unfortunately, his father's away on a business trip right now. She had no choice but to bring her son here.
Well, as long as he doesn't live
being.
here like Lenore did.
He was quite happy at first. He seemed to think that the Fortress of Meripede would be all fun and games.
So you made us put on that act just to scare a kid into taking his medicine?
Yeah, and
That's
plus
a
we
pretty
know...
sneaky trick. Seems like there's a whole side to Sigewinne we never knew about.
I like being smart, but I also like
It's
playing
a technique
dumb.
I learned from my teacher.
That's what she said.
Oh, you had a teacher? Was she a Melusine doctor too?
She was human. She passed away a long time ago.
Would that happen to have been the witch who turned
sorry.
you into a human?
No, it's fine. I really liked my teacher, so it's always nice when I get to talk about
Also,
her
yeah,
with other
because
people.
Sigewinne's a Melusine and
She
she has
was a
different
traveling
senses.
doctor.
And all the food
And
she
since didn't
makes
have a
tastes really
clinic,
bad, right? We
she'd
learned
go
that
out and visit
from
her
the Archon
patients wherever
quest.
they were. Dealing with the badly behaved ones was her specialty. She used to say, if you can scare the little brats into taking their medicine, you won't have to hear them wailing and screeching when their condition gets worse.
She sounds like a pretty strict teacher.
Strict? Well, that's not how my teacher saw it. She thought of herself as terrifying to kids.
Yeah, that's even worse.
Strange way for a doctor to describe themselves. Now Paimon's curious to know what she looked like.
Oh, as it happens, I actually have a picture of her.
Okay.
Oh,
Regular lady.
Wow, yeah, okay, that'll terrify the kids.
Excuse you, Paimon. She is a beautiful old lady, don't you think?
She treated thought she was a witch.
Why does it almost sound like you're envious of her?
Yeah, just because she has wrinkles on her face, you think that she's
she
lost
was here,
the
all
beauty of her
children would take
youth?
their medicine without
You can't go
any
around
need for
talking about
tricks.
women like that,
A
Paimon.
doctor who looks like a witch. True, they wouldn't dare try
But,
anything funny with her
yeah,
around.
she probably used that to her advantage.
Oh,
Like, look,
me,
we've seen
on the other
Barbaloth.
hand, it's hopeless. Children aren't afraid of me at all.
She's looking really good in her old age.
you know?
Thank you very much.
Oh, my next patient should be arriving now. Would you mind lending me a hand again?
I mean, that's gonna be
Sure thing. On to
the
next
theme of
mission.
this, right? Is don't judge somebody by their appearances. A dozen or so patients later, Sigewinne is finally done with work for the day.
Is it nighttime already? That flew by. You really have a busy job, Sigewinne.
Well, thanks to you two, it was much easier today.
Yeah, happy to help.
Aw.
Glad we could help.
Should we get some rest? It's getting pretty late.
Oh, there is one last thing. I have to keep it confidential, so I usually leave it till after everyone's clocked out.
Okay,
Confidential?
do you want us
Are
to
you
leave
sure
too?
you can tell us?
Well, it's fine. You're not living here anymore, so it's okay if you know. All it is I have to prepare some ingredients to make healthy meals with.
Oh no.
Wait, you mean those healthy meals?
The ones that magically appear on the 3rd day?
My patients refuse to eat any healthy meals I prepare in front of them, so I have to prep the ingredients in secret. Then
Yeah,
let the
but,
chef at the Coupon Cafeteria
you know,
handle the rest.
People can make healthy
Considering
meals
even
that
the
don't
chef's version makes
taste
people uneasy. It really makes you wonder what's in it.
bad.
You want to find out? I can teach you how to make it. That way, if you ever suffer from exhaustion on your future travels, you can prepare a healthy meal for yourself. It's really good for you, you know.
I'm sure it is, Sigewinne. But
Sure?
once again,
Guess we can help out
humans
one
are
more
capable of
time.
making healthy meals that don't taste like sludge.
The ingredients are ready.
I'm sorry to say.
Now, put them
I
on
think
the
we just
table
have to
and
really
add them in the order
put
I
that
tell
into
you.
perspective that the
First,
way,
we
if we
add
understand
the special
Melusians
slime
see and
condensate,
perceive the world differently from
stir
humans,
thoroughly,
we've gotta
then
realize
pour it in.
that
See
this is
that?
not really
It
working
adds
out for us
elasticity.
humans.
It looks just like tasty
Slime
jelly, doesn't it?
condensate.
Yeah, it really does. Until you remember it's slime
Didn't Paimon want to
condensate.
eat a slime at one point? Paimon, you should be
Next
fine
up,
with this.
Xenochromatic crystals. You want to crush them up into a fine powder, like powdered sugar.
Probably less sweet than sugar. Oh, but we're just putting the whole
Are
thing
those
in.
from Fontimer aberrants? Are you sure they're edible?
I'm not sure this is healthy
Finally,
either.
we'll need some high-protein meat. Frogs are an excellent choice. You just need to clean their innards, and then you're left with some lovely tender meat.
Oh!
Yeah, okay.
And we're done. All that's left now is to pack them into lunch boxes and hand them to Walsey. Yesterday in the production zone, I noticed an inmate who's been working for 2 days straight. That means it's a healthy meal for him tomorrow.
Sigewinne really does have the inmate's best interests at
Yeah,
heart.
she means well. I really do think they should eat healthy, just maybe, human food. I think Melusines eat very different food. Just like, you know, we feed our cats and dogs different food than we feed ourselves. And that's not because they wouldn't like the taste of our food. It's because the cat and dog food is what's right for them. And, you know... Oh my gosh, give me my coupon cafeteria box. No!
Ah, head nurse. Got some extras for me?
Just the one today. The serial number's on the lid.
Sounds good. I'll make sure it gets delivered.
Sounds like they're talking in code.
Thanks for your help.
No, not really. I think she's talking pretty
it's
directly
no trouble
about...
at all. I only wish I could do more. You work so
It seems that
hard
she is
for all
talking
our
very
sakes.
directly, actually,
I'd
in my
happily lose a
opinion.
little sleep if it meant helping you out.
That won't do. If you reduce your sleeping hours any further, your health will start to suffer.
All right. Nurse's orders. I'll do as I'm told. But you take care of yourself too.
Well, I'm done with work for today. Thanks for helping out, you two.
Yeah, no
Seems
problem.
like the guards and staff here have a lot of respect for you, Sigewinne. In just one day of helping you with your work, it feels like we've done a lot for the fortress.
Head nurse, please, wait. I'm sorry to disturb you this late at night, but I think you'll agree this is urgent.
Okay.
He sounds
just
very
relax and
panicked.
catch your breath. What's the matter?
The guard at the observation ward, Odilon, he told me to pass on a message to you. One of the inmates there, the guy suffering from possible hallucinations, well, he seems to have made a sudden recovery, and now he wants to apply for permission to leave the ward.
Oh, how urgent is this?
You were right to tell me. I'll have to examine him and make sure he's well before we discharge him.
Looks like we've got one job as medical assistants left. We'll come with you.
Yeah. Let's see. Go to the observation ward. Where is it? This This way. Yeah, I just jumped down before, so... Is there an elevator here? There's not an elevator here. I have to walk all the way to the elevator. What floor is it on? It's on this one. There we go. That's the way to do it, is just... Oh, are we just back in the same... No, this is not the same as the, not operating room. What do you call... Like the nurse room? I don't know. Well, that was cool. You see the ocean waves come off of Ether's sword right there? What's up? Uh-oh, the music stopped.
Head nurse, you're finally here. I'm so sorry for all the trouble I've caused you, but I believe I've now made a full recovery. After giving it some thought, I'm sure that I was probably just seeing things. It's stress-related, I imagine. I'd been working long hours, so I definitely wasn't in the best state of mind.
We've put him in self-denial. We've gaslighted him.
I totally understand. Still, I have to give you an examination before I can discharge you, okay? So, take a deep breath and don't be nervous. It'll be the exact same procedure as we did this morning. We can start whenever you're ready.
Please don't have his face melt
again,
off.
So sorry. I was in such a state this morning, I barely recall anything. Would you mind taking me through it again?
Oh, not at all. It's a lot to remember. First up, we have a little cognitive test. Just concentrate and you'll be fine. To start with, which finger am I holding up?
Your pinky.
Okay. Under Sigewinne's guidance, Eric quickly completes the full series of tests.
All indicators seem normal.
Please don't tell me his face is gonna get ripped off
So
now
it was a
because he's...
stress-induced hallucination after all?
Well, we've certainly had previous cases of mental illness caused by overwork, which is why I carefully observe everyone in the production zone. I wonder how I managed to miss the signs this time.
Please, head nurse, you shouldn't blame yourself. I'm just still adapting, that's all. Pushed myself too hard, and I guess I couldn't take it. Thanks for looking after me. I'll be as good as new after a good night's sleep. And if you can give me the okay, I know I'll sleep better back in my good old dorm.
It can be difficult to relax in an unfamiliar environment. Alright then, you can leave the ward. I suggest you take 2 days off to focus on your recovery. I'll take you off the observation list for now. So, you're officially discharged.
Oh my gosh,
Great.
please don't have this dude wake up tomorrow morning
nurse.
and his face has been ripped off and put on the doppelganger guy.
Of course. I'm on guard duty in the administrative area tonight, so nothing will go wrong. You have my word.
Thank you.
Guess you're finally done for the day now, huh?
Well, hopefully.
Yep. But I still haven't gotten around to making that improved lotion for you yet.
It's okay, it's okay.
Oh, no rush! Seriously, it's super late now. You should go get some rest too.
Well, tomorrow it is then. Good night, Traveler. Good night, Paimon. Hope you sleep well.
Oh, don't you worry.
too.
We will.
Are we,
After a productive day of
sleeping
work,
in
we're both
here,
gonna
or are
sleep
we
like a
sleeping
log.
outside of the Fortress of Merpine? Anyway, good night, Sigewinne.
Yeah, sleep tight, Sigewinne. See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye. Okay, beauty expert. Alright, switcheroo. That's great to hear. How could things possibly go wrong after everything we've just seen? Surely nothing bad could happen overnight, right?
Paimon really did sleep like a log. Let's go find Sigewinne.
Wait, we haven't gotten our credit coupon meal yet. Our free meal of the day. Sigewinne! I bet it's the dude, his face got ripped off now.
How is the infirmary even busier than yesterday?
for a checkup, so you might need to wait for a while.
No problem.
But that's
Anything
okay,
we can do
but
to help?
why are they...
There's a bit of a complicated situation here. I'm still
Oh
getting to
my
the bottom
gosh,
of it
how...
myself.
However
You
things are
have
going
to
wrong, I'm
believe
sure
me.
it's...
I'm telling the truth.
What do you mean, Gascon?
You're in a medical facility. Keep it down.
Please, listen to me. I'm not Gascon. I'm Uy.
You're a horrible liar, you know that? We get all your mugshots with the arrest warrants. It's clear as day that you're Gascon.
You mean because of the way I look? I don't know what happened. I just woke up like this. Then you guys dragged me in here for an interrogation.
I brought you here to figure out what's going on. If you truly are the victim of an injustice, yelling isn't going to achieve anything. At most, it'll delay your vindication.
I think Reward is
All right.
transplanting people's faces, and that's
This is
without their
nuts.
permission, which is
Yesterday's
really
interrogations
gross.
went fine, and now this.
Morning, Your Grace. What's going on?
So this must be the case that Risley's been working on.
Remember the case I mentioned yesterday? The one brought to me by the Marachose Phantom? Well, we've been questioning the inmates involved this morning. Every single one of them is claiming mistaken identity.
You know, in Risley's story quest, wasn't there like, you know, this guy like putting like poison into people's brains too? All these heroic story quests are about people being experimented on while they're in a rehabilitation prison. This is terrible for rehabilitating prisoners.
Huh. That's even weirder than what that guy was saying yesterday.
The thing is, none of them have been able to provide any evidence whatsoever to support their claims. Questioning them further got us nowhere, so for now, we've brought them to the infirmary.
And we thought yesterday was as busy as it got for Sigewinne.
We've compiled their statements. Have a look. Perhaps there's something we missed.
Uh-oh. Potan. Who's this Potan? I'm Honore. I had supplied to go and see a doctor, but when I woke up, I was in another cell. Unbelievable. I'm not Gascon. I'm Oy. Today should have been the final day of my sentence, so I should have gone free. What gives? Henri. I'm Eric. Uh-oh. Eric, too. Why does stuff like this always happen to me? Now there's no way my release papers are getting squared away today. No! Eric is the one that we just sent away from the observation yesterday. Lazare. My name is Odilon. I'm a guard. I think was attacked. This isn't me at all. No, even Odilon? That's happened to everybody, not even just the prisoners? Uh-oh.
Wait.
These are people we met yesterday even.
Release? Interesting. The inmates they spoke of in their statements appear to all be due for release today.
I noticed that too. If that's their plan, they're underestimating us a little. Every serious offender claims that there's someone else who just so happens to be due for release today.
What is going on?
They're expecting us to go along with that.
No, let us figure
All
this
the more
out
reason
first.
to be cautious. Lumberzar, check the release list for today and make sure no one gets processed. We're gonna need an excuse, though. Just say we're out of forms, and that we're furiously printing more as we speak.
I'm on it.
It's conceivable that our group of serious offenders somehow found a way to switch places with inmates who are about to be released.
That's
so they
what
can
I
walk out
think.
right under our noses.
We did
Are
consider that
Are
possibility.
they all
But I mean,
tied to
just look
Rawat
at them.
somehow?
They matched the warrants, period. How could there have been a switch?
Only if they're dead ringers for the inmates due for release, I suppose. I gave you that name list yesterday to assist in your investigation. Did that help?
Yes, the inmates' mugshots were attached to the list. The first thing
Yeah,
I
but
did
what
was
were
check
the-
for lookalikes.
But
And
for
I
the
didn't
in
find
terms
any.
of like who these people, you're saying this guy is Gascon. Was Gascon the real Gascon? An affiliate of Rawat somehow.
The only other thing that stands out to me is that their voices sound a little different today.
No, it's
But
just their
not
face.
exactly hard to put on a fake voice.
Oh, really? What does our head
Thankfully,
nurse make of all
Risley is
this?
taking this seriously.
Wait a moment.
After the case that was in his story quest.
Been a switch. I know, it's not time to change your dressing yet, but please bear with me.
Huh? Isn't that the guy from yesterday?
This should be Honore. He has very severe facial ulcers, which require an operation in the hospital at the Court of Fontaine. I authorized him to leave the fortress for medical treatment under guarded escort.
Okay.
Yes, like I told you. I'm not Putton. I'm Honore.
So there has been a swap. Well, I can see what happened in Potton's case, but how do you explain the other inmates? You're not telling me their souls switched bodies.
No, I think it's much grosser than that.
No, I believe it was their faces that got switched.
Oh my
The method
gosh.
is a bit like replacing a tooth. Take the bad tooth out, put a false one in. And actually, I think I can prove it to you.
Face got melted off on somebody else's.
Do you remember Eric from the other day?
You mean yesterday?
Yeah, sure do.
It was only yesterday, you know. We just had
Then you
one
can be
night
my
of sleep.
witnesses. To start with, please fetch the inmate who claims to be Eric.
And he's gonna look completely different now. Alright. Henri.
So, you're Eric?
But you look nothing like yesterday.
Yes, head nurse. It's me. You do believe me, right?
Yes.
I need to do another examination on you. Same procedure as yesterday.
All right. It's the cognition test first, right? So I need to concentrate.
Now, try to recall if you can. The last time we did this test, which finger did I hold up?
And it was just yesterday.
I believe it was your index finger.
No, it was the pinky.
But that means...
There's two Erics. It wasn't the same person. It was the pinky.
Huh?
So, basically, last night, the Eric who said he saw another him suddenly recovered and applied to leave the observation ward. Sigewinne did another test before letting him leave, but that time, she held up her pinky finger.
So you think that was the doppelganger, Eric?
Huh? I don't know about any test last night. There was nothing to do in the observation ward, so I went straight to bed.
Oh my gosh.
I somehow woke up
So
in
the
a
real
high-security
Henri
cell.
switched faces with Eric. And then the Eric we talked to last night who was suddenly better was the actually fake Eric who had stolen stolen the real Eric's appearance and meanwhile given his appearance to Eric to switch them so he could get out of jail. Which, this is not that that's a surprise at this point. It's just incredibly gross to think about. I'm sorry. I already mentioned I'm really squeamish, right? This is...
Well, in that case, there is a reasonable explanation for the strange events of the past 2 days.
So, what exactly happened?
The gang of serious offenders wanted to break out of prison, so they identified a group of scapegoats, namely inmates whose terms were almost up, and planned to switch appearances with them.
Yes.
Last night, when
So
Odilon was on duty, they ambushed him and had one of their groups switch appearances with him using their face swap.
So that way they had a guard to
That
escort
allowed
them
them
out.
to avoid scrutiny from the other guards.
This is still
Then,
so
once all
gross,
the other
though.
inmates were asleep, Odilon spent his night shift carrying out the remainder of their switcheroo plan. However, they made one mistake. Henri changed his appearance to match Eric's earlier than he should have done, and ended up being spotted by the real Eric.
Yes.
Real Eric came to the guards
Thank
for
you
help,
for laying this
but
out.
we didn't know then what we know now. So we put it down to hallucination and sent him to the observation ward. However, since one of the gang members was posing as a guard, they simply changed real Eric's appearance and had their Eric take his place,
Yes.
muddying the waters even further.
And then that was probably fake Odilon, too.
Because I put Eric on the observation list by then, and no inmates on that list can be processed for departure until I've discharged them.
That's great. Thank you so much, Detective Risley, because, you know, that's what I figured. But it's really nice to have a character just say it out in, like, clean, straight terms, so no, we're all on the same page for this point of the story.
Hence,
it still
why the
grosses me
imposters
out.
had to pull that little stunt to get fake Eric off the list.
Yeah, it all makes sense now. The Duke cracked the case.
The only thing we haven't cracked is how do you face swap like this?
Well, I can't fault the reasoning. But I'm afraid that we ruled out the possibility of face switching very early on in this process.
How?
Criminals altering their facial appearance to commit crimes is nothing new. In fact, one of the explicit duties of the Malazines and the Marechaussee Phantom is to identify criminals in disguise.
We carefully examined all the suspects, and there is no evidence that any means of disguise were used in this case.
Well, nothing. Nothing like like plastic, like fake head. What about?
So far, it seems more likely that the gang stole documentation belonging to the inmates due for release, and are using that to commit identity fraud.
Actually, there is a potion that can completely change someone's appearance. If they use that, even a Melusine wouldn't be able to detect
Thank you
it.
for offering this information, Sigewinne, even though it's risky.
A shape-shifting potion?
Forgive me, head nurse, but this is the first time I'm hearing about it. If such a potion truly existed,
she would
it
know.
Would jeopardize our entire investigative
Someone else
process
is using
at
the
Maréchaussée
same
Phantom.
potion she used.
Are you certain of this?
Yes, I am.
But...
Please, trust me in my professional opinion as an experienced clinician.
At the same time, without any solid evidence, it's pure speculation. If we can round up all the inmates suspected of switching places, then have a little talk with both sides, we might just get our answer. Yep, let's do that.
Okay.
At least everyone's... You know what? Wouldn't it be so scary to wake up and basically looking like somebody else and nobody believes who you are?
We'll do it your way.
Your Grace, bad news. I paused the releases like you asked, but we were too late.
Uh-oh.
A bunch of people already got processed 2 hours ago.
Uh-oh. They're on the loose now.
I checked the
Thankfully,
list. And sure enough,
we know who
it's all the people who gave statements.
Odiron and
2 hours ago?
Eric.
That's before today's interrogations began.
Yeah, we know what the real ones
out.
look like.
So there
Which
really
means that they have the
was a
fake
switch after
appearance
all.
then.
They really pulled the wool over our eyes on this one.
We should be able to catch up with them if we leave now, right?
I mean, I just feel for these
Not
inmates.
if that
It's the
potion is
scariest
real.
thing if you wake
They
up
can
looking
just
like
switch
somebody
faces
else
again
and nobody
after leaving the
believes you.
fortress.
I'm just...
And if the
I
Maréchaussée's
feel...
Melusines can't even
I feel...
spot them,
Thank
we
goodness
wouldn't know where to start
these characters
searching.
believe them, because this is a really bad situation. It's hard to prove. We have to hunt them down.
Well, technically there is one more lead we could follow up on. We were only able to arrest this gang thanks to the help of a researcher from the Fontaine
Oh,
Research
no.
Institute. I believe his name is Rawat.
Oh?
Not the Rawat from
Rawat?
yesterday.
Isn't that the handsome guy we met at that skincare promotion?
And by the way, he's probably handsome because he stole a handsome person's face.
Handsome? Maybe from a human point of view. I just remember that he specialized in potions. One of the crimes this gang is charged with is the manufacture
Okay,
and sale of
does
illicit
she mean
drugs.
that, like,
According to Mr.
how
Rawat, they
Melusines
appear to have
really
stolen
perceive the world
technology he
differently, or
developed
did
through
he
his
look really
research
ugly
and used
before,
it in their
and that's why
operation.
looking beautiful is
At
such an
first,
obsession for
He
him?
thought it was a typical case of intellectual property infringement, and he tried to negotiate with them. But once he discovered their criminal operation, he reported them to the authorities.
Oh my gosh, that was probably
Thanks
part
to
of their
his
plan.
report, we were able to swoop in and arrest them all in one
He was
go.
probably the one that helped
What
them
a
all.
hero! Bet that took courage on his part.
I'm on. You're missing the... I knew he was suspicious
No
the
doubt.
moment he walked in.
This is worth following up on. As the one who snitched on them, it's highly likely that Rawat will be
He
targeted
probably
by
is
the
working with
escapees.
them. You guys not see
Besides,
this?
Since he's negotiated with them in person before, there's a chance he'll have some additional information for us.
He's probably the one that
Understood, Your
provided them
Grace.
with the potion.
My team and I will head to the Fontaine Research Institute right away. In the meantime, please keep an eye on the face switch victims for us.
Of course.
Miss Morgan, I'd like to come along and help you catch these criminals.
Huh? Why's that?
Because it's her story quest.
I'm the one who discharged the fake Eric last night, so I feel partly responsible.
Don't say that, head nurse. Your focus was on the inmate's health, and rightly so. We can't ask you to help with arresting criminals. That's our duty.
I also have a more personal reason. Potton is a patient of mine, and if I don't get a new batch of medicine to him in time, his condition will get much worse.
Look, head nurse, I completely understand where you're coming from. But arresting criminals is dangerous business, And if anything happened to you, none of us can afford to take on that responsibility.
Don't worry. I can defend myself just fine.
Yeah, and we can come along too.
You say that, but still.
If I may, Miss Morgan, Sigewinne is the one who raised the potion hypothesis, and I'm sure she has far more expertise on the topic.
Oh, thank you, Risley. Risley's just been the voice
suggestion
of
would be to
reason
bring her
this
with
entire
you.
quest.
And if you
Thank
really
you
are
so
worried
much.
for her safety, then...
Oh, you volunteer the traveler to come with, and that's fine. I'm happy to be there. Paimon and I are coming along anyway.
Ah, there you go, right on cue. Knew I could count on you.
Yep, sure can.
Okay. Well, since this plan has the Duke's blessing, far be it from me to refuse. We should head off immediately. Time is of the essence.
Let's do it. I just don't, I don't know. What's up?
Greetings. Sorry to impose, but I'm afraid we're here on urgent business. And we're gonna need you to cooperate.
The Marechaussee Phantom. Let me guess, you're investigating some more illegal research?
Not this time, no. We're looking for a researcher. Do you know where we might find Mr. Rawat?
Rawat. Oh yeah, Mr. Handsome, right? He actually doesn't
By
work
the
on Sege
way,
very often.
I just want to
There's a
say,
handful of
he wasn't
researchers
that
in the nearby
handsome.
area
He
who
just
know
had
him pretty
green
well, though.
hair. That was
See what they know.
it, you know?
Just a
Otherwise, he had the same
figured he'd be the most
NPC
popular guy
face as
around.
everyone else.
Well, I guess you could say he's popular, at least on a superficial level. He's blessed with good looks, so he tends to
But
make
he
a
has a
good first
bad
impression on
attitude, so if
people.
you spend any more time with him, it's probably...
But in all his time here at the Fontaine Research Institute, I don't think he's ever had a single deep conversation about
Yeah,
his research with his
it's
peers.
exactly as Paimon said. He's
There's no way
super
to make real
shallow.
friends around here.
So...
That's so weird. He definitely didn't come across like a recluse at
No,
that
but he
product
definitely
promotion.
seemed like he was
Oh, I
very
don't find that weird at
narcissistic
all.
and
Definitely
boastful,
didn't strike me as the
and
kind
that's
of guy
not a...
who's, good at making friends.
Really?
Yeah.
Paimon couldn't tell.
No,
Must be
well,
a nosy perception thing.
no, Paimon, I really think...
We should talk with his acquaintances. But we also need to check
I
the
would
research
definitely say
institute for any
Paimon, it
clues.
was very obvious. You
Let's
know what?
split
Just
It'll
because
save
someone
us some
doesn't seem
time.
like a recluse doesn't mean they have
We'll
friends.
ask around among the other researchers with Sigewinne. Paimon's suddenly
Similarly,
kinda
somebody who
curious to know
seems
what
like a
everyone
recluse can
really
have lots of
thinks him.
friends. So, once again, don't the whole quest is gonna be about don't judge a book by its cover. All right. Oh, they're the Fonta guy, even though the commissions. Audrey.
Excuse us, are you Audrey?
That's me. What is it?
Are you close friends with Rawat? We're trying to find out where he is.
Close friends? You mean because I told him I had feelings for him once? I doubt I'm the first or last at the Institute to make that mistake. Why would you single me out as a close friend?
We're just asking
I should have
around.
known, really. Men like him, they just enjoy being surrounded by fawning women.
Oh, I can tell.
They're not interested in a serious
He doesn't want he doesn't want
Okay.
he doesn't want a woman with
We were just kinda
substance.
wondering
He just
if
wants
you
to
might know
have
where we
like
can find him.
Why would I know where he's at? I barely know him, and he probably doesn't even remember me.
Ugh, this is getting annoying. Shall we go ask someone else?
Yeah, I don't think this is a touchy subject for her. But it's pretty clear.
I think she knows Rawat better than she cares to admit. If we leave now, it might be a wasted opportunity.
Okay, but you should do the talking,
Maybe, but we're
Sigewinne.
not going to get much out of her while she's in this state, are we?
Yeah.
She's displaying symptoms common among people in love, if that's what you mean. But
Really?
I know a cure.
You know a cure?
It's curable?
A woman scorned is something curable?
We're still no closer to finding Mr. Rawat. Oh, by this point, he could be in grave danger.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Danger? Wait, why are you looking for him again?
Oh, that's right, yeah! The Marechaussee Phantom said that he's been targeted by some pretty bad people. We need to make sure he's safe.
It's not a lie.
How has this happened? He seemed fine when I last saw him, and that was only a couple of days ago. Just happened to run into him, of course.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I see. Well, do you have any thoughts on where he might be right now?
Okay, but this is purely out of concern for his safety. If he's not at the Institute, he might be at his mother's place. I heard she raised him alone, that they had it pretty tough financially, and these days she's housebound due to illness. He makes regular trips back home to check on her.
Oh, okay. Do you know the address?
Do you?
Nope, sorry. I only found out the thing about his mother because it came up in conversation once. I was just trying to find out more about him, so I could get to know him better. When I told him I had a crush on him, I offered to help him take care of his mother. And yeah, maybe that was a stupid idea, but did he really have to yell at me for it? It's like, fine, I can take no for an answer, but what's with the temper tantrum?
He just sounds like he just wants a bunch of
charming,
fawning trophy wives.
They can't stand it when a few
I
home
don't
truths
think
shine
it's
through.
good for anybody here to waste their time admitting their crush on him, because anybody who is a researcher is obviously too smart and too independent and too much of their own person to have any kind of relationship with a guy that's shallow.
Hey there, are you in Teep?
What do you want?
We're here to ask about Rawat. Any idea where he might be? We were told you were pretty close with him.
Close? Not sure that's the word I'd use. He wouldn't even let me use his patent.
And what did he patent? What
It's been a good few days since I last saw him. I don't know where he's at. Go ask
Okay,
someone
wait,
else.
what was the patent?
Would the patent in question happen
Yeah,
to be
was it
related
this
to the new
skincare
skincare
product?
he developed?
Yeah, kinda. Butterfly dew, or whatever he calls it. I heard he made a tidy sum off of that one.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Keep going.
Be quiet, Paimon.
Most of the other researchers here focus on mechanics, energy, stuff like that. I get why he wouldn't be interested in having anything to do with them.
Yeah.
But I'm studying coatings. There's a huge
Yes.
overlap in our areas of research.
Chemistry.
Why would he refuse to work with me? I bought his product once and noticed it contains a unique substance that might have applications in coatings too.
Yeah.
If it worked out, I could probably make as much
No,
as
I see
he's
the
making.
overlap between
Don't get me wrong.
the chemistry
I
aspects
had
of
no
beauty
intention of
products and
plagiarizing his
surfaces and
work.
coatings.
I was hoping to get official permission to use his findings in my own research. Followed the proper procedure. It was all above board. I would have had to pay him a license fee and everything.
But he was so
But
overprotective of it.
despite that, he turned me down not once, not twice, but 3 times. It's like he's vehemently opposed to the idea of anyone else making the kind
I'm
of money
telling
he
you,
does.
it's laced with
So is
drugs.
Rawat antisocial, or is this guy just jealous?
Both. I mean, look, when we tried to ask him about the product, he wouldn't tell us what the secret ingredient was either. I'm thinking it's something extremely dangerous and unethical, and this is what I mean. Now that people don't die from touching primordial water, is it primordial water based and it like exfoliates the faces off of people? And it's probably not that scientific. It's probably the same magic potion that Sigewinne used all those years ago. But, this all just sounds very...
Well, it doesn't look like we're gonna get any info about Rawat's whereabouts from him. Let's go.
Wait, 1 second. Mr. Antibes, next time you go shopping, you should buy some Buell fruits. Peel the skin, steep in water, then drink. It'll help calm your mood.
Huh? Yeah. Thanks.
See, Sigewinne's always taking care of others, no matter what. Yeah, the instant I saw this Rawat guy, I instantly didn't like him. Very narcissistic, thinks he's the coolest guy and everyone else is just dumb. You know, we all live such superficial lives. Even you guys live such superficial lives. You should really join me in living a superficial life. And I'm like, wow, I don't agree with your suggestion.
Sorry to bother you, sir, but are you Bertram?
Who's asking?
Just some concerned citizens helping out the Marechaussee Phantom with an investigation. We'd like to ask you about Rawat's whereabouts, if that's okay. We're told the two of you are pretty close.
Not anymore, we're not. Turns out we don't see eye to eye.
Oh yeah? What happened?
The thing about us researchers is, most of us do what we do for some sort of higher purpose. But not Rawat. All he cared about was how to commercialize his findings. He won't even let you work with him unless you sign a confidentiality agreement first. Also, he has better control over who gets which intellectual property rights. How are you supposed to get any meaningful research done working with a guy like that?
In fact, just thinking about how distant Rawat's motivations and research are. I mean, more than the type of research, like, his reasons for doing it, his motivations for doing it are so different than what the institution stands for. I'm kind of surprised they haven't kicked him out, and he's just... I mean, because someone like him sounds like he could be funding his own research. I'm kind of wondering why he has to be with the Fontaine Research Institute. To begin with, especially since they specialize in mechanics, it's the Fontaine Research Institute of Kinetic Energy Engineering. And I'm not seeing necessarily, for someone in his position, the benefit of working in a larger institution, since he doesn't want to collaborate with others, doesn't want to share his finding with others, or his funding with others for that matter, doesn't want to work with anybody, and also is getting rich. I don't see why he needs to work with the Fontaine Research Institute. Why doesn't he just leave and then, like, start working in a basement drug lab? That sounds like that would be the better deal for someone like him. Just completely own the criminal mastermind thing at this point, dude. Stop pretending to be like a normal guy.
Now that I've got my own technical solution for my compressor, I don't need to work with him anymore.
Yeah,
So
good
that's
riddance
what
to him.
Rawat is really like.
Yeah, he sounds like
to know where to
an
find
awful
him.
guy.
Is that something you can help us with?
Wait, you're... Yeah, I know you. You're the head nurse at the Fortress of Meripede. Alright, then I'm happy to help you if I can. I respect the work you do. Medicine serves the highest purpose of all the sciences.
Yes, I agree with that, actually. We have a lot of respect for medicine.
Wow, turns out Sigewinne's got some real clout.
Anyone who works in healthcare.
Thing is, I have no real way of knowing where he might be. I stopped working with him 2 months ago, and I've barely seen him since. But if you want my advice, I'd say go talk to the peddlers. There's a few he meets with every other day or so. Maybe they know where he's at.
Peddlers?
Yeah, back when I was working with him, I noticed he met with them quite often. Wouldn't surprise me if they were involved in some shady business together, because it seemed like they went out of their way to avoid discussing anything in my presence.
Would those peddlers happen to have the same appearances as the poor guys that are now stuck in the infirmary?
He's all about the money.
Drugs? Doesn't he work with skincare products? Do those count as drugs?
Oh my gosh, I've been saying it's drug-laced. I didn't expect them to actually use the word drugs. I thought they were gonna go into like potions and concoctions. I didn't realize they were gonna straight up call it drugs. I've just been jokingly calling it drugs because it sounds incredibly shady.
May we both reach new heights
like
in our
drugs.
scientific endeavors.
Like illegal drugs.
Well, that's all three
Oh,
researchers.
okay.
Let's head back to the meetup point.
Yeah. This is interesting. Yeah. Don't be fooled, Paimon. If you really think about it, you can see how Rawat is actually the most unlikable guy ever. Up there with Dottore on the unlikables
Was
list.
a handsome researcher with a friendly and cheerful personality. It's such a
Oh,
surprise to learn
Paimon.
that his peers have a different impression of him.
Paimon. You're being the one who called him out for being shallow. Maybe some of us are just way too thoughtful, but you can immediately tell that he's just a very... You're thinking about this too shallowly. I'm sorry, Paimon. Because for some of us, the red flags instantly started blaring alarms with this guy.
So, what's your view of him now, Paimon?
A handsome researcher whose difficult upbringing turned him into a profit chaser with a chip on
I
his shoulder?
bet he stole the handsome face
So
too.
your thoughts about his appearance haven't changed at all?
Yeah, why do you keep calling him
His
handsome?
looks are kind of a big
I didn't
deal.
even think he was
At
that
least in
handsome. He
Paimon's
has
opinion.
the same
How is such a
NPC
handsome
face
guy
as
end
all
up
the
being
NPC
so
guys.
antisocial? Even with his difficult family background, it just doesn't make any sense.
You can't judge a person solely based on their appearance.
Yeah, I'm thinking he probably has a chip on his shoulder because he didn't look handsome before and people didn't talk to him.
Head nurse. Traveler. I assume you've spoken with the researchers.
Yeah, Sigewinne would know about...
What did you find out?
Assuming by appearances. You exchanged the intelligence you gathered. Anything you guys got?
Archer mentioned Rawat's involvement with some pharmaceutical merchants. Do you know if he's registered any pharmaceutical brands?
Since he was a whistleblower on such a huge case, I ran a background check on him. I don't remember there being any brands under his name.
How strange. If he was so focused on commercializing his research and averse to sharing his technology with others, why wouldn't he have registered his own
I know,
brands?
right? Why not run your own business out of your basement drug lab?
Maybe he and his business partners needed to
I
avoid
definitely
public
say the
scrutiny?
pharmaceutical merchants are probably the
You
guys who
think
escaped
he
prison
may have
today.
colluded with the gang? Well, the crime was manufacture and sale of drugs, and that would certainly be in his wheelhouse. We can't rule it out.
And the potion's definitely laced with drugs. I was just kind of saying that casually before, now I'm like 100% certain it's laced with drugs.
Most children who come to me with tooth decay have suffered pain for a long time already, but they'll still try to hide the fact that they eat too many sweets. Grown-ups and children aren't so different in that regard.
If you say so.
I saw him when he came to make his report, and I certainly didn't get the feeling that he was the type to collude with criminals. Perhaps it's more likely that they were coercing him. You mentioned that he comes from a poor family. So, it's possible that the criminals approached him asking for academic support, luring him in with the promise of riches.
Yeah,
By
that
the
is
time he
possible.
discovered who they really were, he was in too deep. They had leverage on him.
Or maybe
so
he
was
doubled
forced to keep
down and
working for them.
worked for them even more willingly.
I've seen it happen many times before.
That does make a lot of sense. It would definitely explain why he was so unwilling to cooperate with his fellow researchers.
Yeah. Definitely because he's working on shady
No
stuff.
wonder
for
he's
sure.
so unsociable. He must be on edge all the time with a gang of crooks breathing down his
Although,
neck.
except Paimon, I think he's actually the gang leader.
In that
For
case,
sure.
the
He's not the
situation
one
could be
being
worse
held
than we
hostage.
thought.
There's
If
like
Rawat
a
was
orange
working
up
with
there
the
on top of a
escaped
tree.
inmates, they're sure to know more about his whereabouts than us. Oh, there's a good chance they'll get to him before we do.
Based on the information we've gathered so far, he was last seen 2 days ago.
Yep, when
If
we
no
saw
one's
him.
seen him since, maybe we're too late.
2 days ago? So he went missing right after that product promotion.
That was the same day he reported the criminals, too. Not a good sign.
That was the same day?
worry,
I was thinking that
everyone.
was like a couple
believe
weeks
we
or
still
even
have a
months
chance.
ago.
Since he disappeared right after blowing the whistle, it's likely that he's gone into hiding.
Then that's definitely like, this is definitely he's the leader and this is part of his plan. If he needed something, he needed to do this to make himself look good. But then also had a plan to get them out of prison so they wouldn't have to suffer. Yeah.
Yeah, he must have been worried that they'd come for him.
All the more reason to find him as soon as possible.
I'm
The only
sorry,
lead
you
we
this
have at the moment
you guys
is
are
his
being
mother's
way
house,
too like
which you
naive
mentioned
about
earlier.
this. Thinking that he's still like some innocent guy who's
Think
just
you can
being
find the
forced to work with them.
Yep.
Like, I know
When
this
you
game
register
has
a
made
brand,
me
the
really
Court of
suspicious
Fontaine
of
requires you to
characters
provide a
really
legal
easily.
address. The
But
one
I don't
Rawat
think
found
it's
was on
out
the
of
outskirts of the city. That should be the place.
Okay, then there's no time to lose. Let's move.
It's not just the fact that this game has made me really suspicious of characters and like, oh, I can immediately tell you're gonna be the bad guy kind of thing. It's also because everything that this guy... Look, some of us just have a lot of training in trying to recognize people who are red flags. And this guy is like all the red flags. You know, only cares about the superficial stuff. Only cares about appearances. Wants to get rich. Thinks everybody thinks like him. Just all of like the signs you need to run away from this guy if he asks you out on a date. Like, get as far away as possible. Ooh, water flower. I will happily do this. Copper flowers are hard to find. As we've all seen in Theo's Daily Ganyu series. Alright. Let's see. Are we gonna find his basement drug lab?
This should be the house. I'm pretty sure this was the address.
Okay. I'll knock.
Do we have a warrant so we can just break down his door? I think we should get a warrant.
Sounds like whoever's inside has restricted mobility. Oh, it seems serious. Oh, what's the fastest way to get this door open?
Just kick it open.
Break the door down?
Yeah.
No, I'll handle it. Let the expert deal with it. There'll be a mountain of paperwork if we
Just
damage
get
a
a
citizen's
warrant.
property.
I'm sure Nebula will issue it quickly for us.
Calm down. Deep breaths. Remember your training. Control your strength. And... it's open!
Oh, how did you do that?
Seath, take a few people and lie in wait. Keep your eyes peeled for any activity around the house. The Traveler, head nurse, and I will go inside.
It's good to have Melusines working in the Nereides Phantom. It's sad that they were discriminated against in the early days. Oh, wait, this is Mother's house. It's probably only his mother inside.
Hello? Anyone home? Oh, there. On the bed, there's an old lady. That's gotta be Rawat's mother, right? She doesn't look like she's in any state to be answering our questions, though.
She's still alive, though.
We could try, but she is very ill. We mustn't force it.
Well, doesn't look like Rawat's here. She's the only one we can talk to.
Yep. Allow me.
Yes, you got this.
Hello, ma'am. Might I ask if you're Rawat's mother? We are trying to locate him. Hard of hearing, perhaps. Does anyone have a picture of Rawat?
I have one here.
I'd like to show you a photo, ma'am. Is this your son? Do you know where he is?
Oh, she's really sick.
Looks like this isn't gonna work after all.
Well, looks like we're out of leads. If Rawat's not here, things are looking very bad for him.
Yes, but not in the
Possible
way
he
you were
could have
thinking.
avoided returning here because he knew he'd be in danger?
Well,
maybe. But if so,
how did
where
he
do we
know
look
he's in
next?
danger, Paimon, if he wasn't part of the escape?
Maybe we should take another look at the Institute.
If he wasn't the one responsible for releasing them.
I suggest we all return there now. We found a good
How would
amount
he
of
know he's
useful
in
information
danger?
the first time. But perhaps there's something we missed. This is our last hope.
Sorry, officer, but could I stay here for a while? This patient requires some care.
Of course. Traveler, stay with the head nurse. You're technically here as her assistant after all.
Yep, you got it.
Also, I'd like some Marechaussee members to stay as well, and keep an eye on the area.
In case he comes back?
Why is that?
If Rawat knows how serious his mother's condition is, he will return.
Got it. Okay. I'll tell the squad members in hiding to stay put and keep a lookout.
We have the house surrounded. Okay.
Thanks for helping me out yet again, Traveler and Paimon.
No problem. But when you say her condition is serious, do you mean...
She doesn't have long left?
Yes. She's barely clinging on to life.
Oh.
Let me take care of a few things first. Could you pass me the towel over there?
Yeah, of course.
This poor lady. Her son's not even here taking care of her in her
I can tell that her
last
family has
moments,
tried a lot of different treatment
when
methods.
he seems to be her primary
including some very
caregiver.
expensive medicines. Unfortunately, her condition is so multifaceted that a recovery looks all but impossible.
Sigewinne. I'm on bets being a nurse must be pretty tough at times like this.
Yeah.
Yes, it makes me a little sad. In Melizine's eyes, a human's birth, aging, sickness, and death are as much a part of natural law as sunrise and sunset. But human medicine can defy that law to some extent. In that sense, it is a science of miracles. That is why I became fascinated with it in the first place.
Yeah. And that's part of... I have huge respect for those who work in healthcare. And this part of it is one of the main reasons why, because emotionally I don't know how I could handle it if I had to see people who were sick and dying and at the last stages of their life all the time. The kinds of ways I have to tell myself, did they live a good life? Did they live a full life? Did they at least find what they were looking for in the end? Were they surrounded by people that they loved? Even in these fictional situations, it still breaks my heart a little. I don't know how I'd be able to face it in real life, but these people do. They have to face this all the time. And yeah, I have so much respect for that. And I'm glad this story is really addressing that.
But it was only after I truly became a doctor that I realized miracles don't always happen. Even the greatest doctors cannot cure all diseases.
Sigewinne.
Well, don't worry about me, Paimon. A doctor's duty is not to cure all diseases, but to treat whatever ailments they can. At the very least, I can lower her fever. That way she'll suffer less, and she might even be able to see her son.
Yeah. All the more reason to find Rawat as soon as possible, even if we don't catch those crooks.
Oh, her fever is getting worse. Could I get some hot water?
Sure, we're on the case.
Is there a stove? Look for hot water. Check the table. The storage trunk has been rifled with and some essentials are in it. Did Rawat come back previously? It's over here. Check the cabinet. Found it. Fortunately, there's still some ready-made hot water in here. Oh, that's good. This cabinet seems to have a hidden compartment. This is... The way to into the underground lab is written. He does have a basement drug lab. It's important to know. And he left it next to the hot water. It's almost like he wanted us to find it.
Found the hot water?
Yep.
Sure did. And look what else we found. Judging by this journal, it seems like Rawat has a private lab. There's a good chance he could be there right now. We gotta go tell Officer Morgan right away.
Oh, that's great news. But hold on just a moment.
Maybe Paimon goes and
The
tells
white
her.
towel is ready.
And
I'm giving you another injection.
we stay with Sigewinne?
Are you feeling better now? It's all right. We'll go bring him back. Please hang in there.
Do you think he's been poisoning?
Thank you.
I almost wonder if he's been poisoning her, like he benefits from his mother being sick, which is... Oh my gosh, that's actually the most horrible thing you could do. See, now I'm just going full all in, like, this is everything bad possible about this guy. I think could be a thing. How's it going?
No, don't look this way.
Right, sorry. No one's here! No one's here. Go to Rawat's private lab. So we're going there without notifying Morgan? Well, shouldn't we notify the authorities? Tell them, at least so they can catch up to us and bring reinforcements when we inevitably need reinforcements because it turns out he's the gang leader and... Why does everybody... Oh, they're already here. Did we notify them or did they find out separately from us? Or did they steal all the appearances of the Maréchaussée Phantom? How would they know? How do they know?
We came as soon as we heard the news. I can't believe we were so careless. The most crucial information of all was hiding right there, in that room. And we missed it.
Yeah, well, you didn't even really search in the room.
Right now, we need to focus on
I'm just trying to figure out,
finding
you're
a way
not an imposter too, right?
There's a mechanical door over here. Hopefully the instructions in Rawat's journal will help us open it.
Okay. Go, Paimon!
It's open. Let's go in.
Let's go. Enter the underground lab. Oh no. Okay. Let's do it. Theme team, let's go. It's not even a real theme team. There we go. We got Sigewinne to join the team to make it canonical. I do like her little magazine tail.
How did they get in here? Captain,
Lazare,
up ahead.
Dupont?
Those look like our fugitives!
So they found this place too? Don't let any of them escape.
This is probably their place. Why is it not clicked for any? Are you guys professionals?
I see everything.
Have you not picked up on the fact that Rawat's clearly the gang leader of this pharmaceutical gang? It's almost unbelievable to me because you don't even have to really. I don't want. This is not about judging a book by its cover. This is the opposite. Listen to the way this dude talks and you can figure out everything you need to know about him. Personality alone, nothing to do with looks.
Captain, according to our list, many of the fugitives aren't accounted for. There may be others hiding deeper inside the facility.
Mm-hmm. Ah, so these guys were just the lookout crew.
The
Well,
Maréchaussée
yes.
Phantom. How did they find this place?
Oh no, fake Odilon.
Wait, it's that guard from the fortress.
Well, Paimon.
That's right. I'm on your side. I mean, the Duke sent me. What's the matter? Some sort of mix-up?
Well, we already have in the notes that you were one of the
Mr.
people.
Odilon, didn't I tell you a few days ago that you need to stop all
You
field work
guys.
until you've recovered?
Okay, I feel like this is usually the characters are so smart actually in these because they seem to figure stuff out at the same pace or faster than me, which is great. In this case, in this story, Risley's been doing that. He's been figuring stuff out pretty quick. The rest of you, are you not remembering that Odilon was one of the guys whose identities are stolen in the notes?
Well, you know, gotta help His Grace out. Share the load.
That's not his voice. Come on, Sigewinne, you remember this, right?
Morgan, this man is an imposter. The
Okay,
real Mr.
good.
Odilon has no recent health
Well, you
issues.
should be able to tell from the notes even before talking to him.
Looks like the head nurse was right about the face-swapping method. Arrest them all!
And clothing swapping too. They had to swap the
DuPont,
clothing too.
stay here and
And
keep
do the
guard.
hairstyle.
And watch the exit. If we're not back soon, call for reinforcements.
Got it.
Okay, at least Sigewinne knew. Paimon, on the other hand, I'm not sure she picked up on that. I'm sorry, Paimon. I'm sorry, Paimon. Let's see. Let's go through here. Ah! We're falling. You guys are so naive. Please tell me by now you figured out that Rawat.
So many jars. Was this some sort of production facility?
Well, yeah, Paimon.
It's probably the ingredients
Yeah.
used in butterfly dew.
Come on, Paimon. Look, I've said this before. Paimon's character is really important in the story because she's the one who clarifies everything in case you didn't get it the first time. Like, she's not actually...
Empty. Did it sell so well that he ran out of supplies?
The questions that she asks aren't dumb. They're asked to clarify, so in case the huge information overload, a lot of things went over your head, she forces the characters to re-explain things again in a way that you can understand the second time, which is a really important character trait to have. But this time, so usually I will defend Paimon in all cases. Her role in the story is really important. But this time, Paimon, you're being a little bit too naive here. Come on, we've solved so many detective cases together. How are you not seeing this?
How strange. Why would Rawat choose to manufacture a popular product like that in such a difficult-to-reach location?
Because he's making the face swap potion.
He may have been coerced into the illegal drug trade. I would have thought that any production facility we find here would be used for illicit purposes.
Perhaps butterfly dew is itself an illegal drug.
Yeah. Thank
Do
you.
you have any evidence for that claim?
Well, we're not claiming it yet. It's a hypothesis. Give me a minute.
Just a guess.
Yeah. Can we not? What? Suddenly I have to. I'm just putting a hypothesis out there. We're gonna find evidence.
Understood.
Do you have any evidence for that claim? Give me a minute. Come on, please.
Come on.
Dude, I don't know. I think the further we're getting into this without the character seeming completely oblivious to what is completely obvious to me, the more this is absolutely driving me crazy. What is this? Production log. Been receiving less and less of the source fluid. Is it because of the flood after all? At least we'll be able to make our scheduled release after this. I knew it! It's made with primordial seawater. And now that they don't die when they get in contact with primordial seawater,
Doesn't look like we're
it's
gonna
doing
get
something
this
else to
door
them.
open. Let's find another way around.
Okay, I am calm. I am relaxed.
This one's closed too. What's with those carts and tracks? Oh, maybe it's one of those doors that opens when it senses cargo passing through. There's a loaded cart right over there. Let's bring it to the door and give it a try.
Go. Yay. Why would you design a mechanism? Oh, I missed the treasure chest over there. No, my 2 primo gems are gone to me forever. And I'll never get to have them again. Alright, let's use these ones. Yay! I love her balloon. Oh, she does a lot of damage too. Did I just see like 20,000 damage? Or maybe that was Farina's little guys.
Let's blow bubbles!
No! I like her bubbles. I'm trying to remain calm. I'm trying to not be completely tilted at this experience. I'm just going to be chill about this. We're gonna rotate this clockwise. And then rotate this clockwise. And then make this go here. I'm gonna rotate it counterclockwise. And it's going to make the cart go here. Oh, this cart. The cart moving. Okay, we're gonna rotate this. We're gonna put this back. I don't understand why there's 2 carts in this. What, does the cart not go all the way? Why on earth would this cart not go the other way, but the other cart would go all the way? What's the difference between that cart and the cart that I'm now going to put in the exact same position? Game. I feel kind of bad now. I feel like some of the other story quests Well, that's actually no, it's not true. I was gonna say I don't feel like I've gotten this. I get this passionate for all the story quests, but that's probably not completely true. I think I do get pretty passionate all the time. I'm just like, I'm expending more emotional energy on this than I anticipated. It's making me angrier than I thought it would make me.
This room's much smaller than the others.
Yeah, so must be
Judging
where
by
he
the
worked, right?
implements on the table, this looks like a potion-making lab.
Head nurse, over here.
Uh-oh. Yeah, what's with all the aquariums and plants?
Let's see. Huh? Robot's clothes? Why would he change here?
Perhaps they stripped him down, left the clothes behind, and disposed of him somewhere
Guys, I missed that note over there. We had to read that.
Sigewinne, where did that come from?
Yeah,
What
you
a
guys are
tragic way to
really hard assuming that he's the victim here. I don't know why you're not even entertaining the thought that he's actually the mastermind. Why are you going all in on him being the victim?
On, Officer Morgan. Let's keep up the pace.
It's because he stole someone else's appearance. He needed a disguise, right? The reason his clothes are in there is because he probably doesn't look like the same handsome person he was. He's probably a different handsome person now, or quote-unquote handsome. Because once again, I didn't even think he was that attractive. He had generic NPC face. You've got to be kidding me. Where was that note we saw just now? Over here? Over here. Okay. The supply of the source fluid has completely dried up. Though that means this final batch will be able to fetch a good price, finding a new way to refine the liquid might be a better use of it. No, it's too late. What is this? What's going on? Oh, here's the treasure. I didn't miss it! Look at that! I thought I'd missed that treasure, but actually I had not. Good for me! Once again, I'm going to be calm. There's no way this game should give me Splatoon levels of rage. Not rage at the story itself. Well, yes, rage at the story itself. Not rage at, like, the...
Shh! There's a whole bunch
whatever.
of people in there!
Okay. They stole the identities of the Marshal
Are you
Phantom?
serious?
Oh,
You're
no,
telling
that's
us
just
that
them
within a
hiding it.
day, our faces are going to rot like yours?
Fontanian physiology changed dramatically after that great flood, and it's not as compatible with this face-changing solution as before.
Oh.
The side effects are as you can see.
So, it definitely does have something to do with primordial seawater. But now that they were turned into real humans instead of, you know, hydrophantasm humans, the potion doesn't work the way it used to. It's like copy and pasting a code into a different game and expecting it to, then debugging and expecting it to work like it did before. And then not actually, and then you have to actually run through it and fix all the lines of code. But what if there's too many?
Why didn't you say anything before we all used it?
Look, my plan got you all out of prison, didn't it? You'd have much bigger problems to worry about right now if the Marshal Phantom found out about your other crimes. Consider an ugly mug getting off lightly.
Ugh. You're just lucky we didn't leave you in there after you disappeared on us with no warning. We only let it slide because we're former partners. And now you have the gall to pull a stunt like this?
Partners? Make no mistake, each of us is only looking out for himself. If you place too much trust in others, well, I'm afraid that's your problem. You hid things from me too. Remember how you each had a spare potion? You kept quiet about it until we planned the prison break?
Oh, and you didn't have a secret spare? Then do you want to explain how you melted your face off before all this?
Guys, that's enough. Calm down. It is what it is. Arguing won't change anything. What's the plan, Parton? I'm assuming you brought us here for a reason?
There is no plan. We followed him here on the promise of more juice, but it turns out there ain't a drop here. Besides,
Okay,
what does
this
it
looks
matter
like
now
this
anyway?
very
You
much
already
gone
said,
wrong.
Even if we did get our hands on more of that stuff, switching faces again solves nothing. They're still gonna meld off eventually.
I said enough arguing. Potton, tell us the plan.
The most practical solution is to continue using the potion. Keep switching to a new face before the ulcers can start forming.
Oh, that's why. Oh, this is the real Potton, so that's why he had ulcers, because he was taking the potion, and every time it wore off, it made his face look like it melted off.
Well, there is another option. But you'll have to make a deal with me first.
Okay, now we're talking. What's the deal?
Now we're talking.
I have a document I took from that researcher that details how to make a replacement. Just give me one bottle of the undiluted fluid, and I'll get to work. What's the problem? I thought you always kept reserves. Or do you really just have one spare bottle each?
What do you think? That we were shipping them into the fortress of Meripede by the basket load?
Well then, say hello to never showing your marred faces in public again.
Ugh, I've heard enough! Get him! Let's see if that document even exists!
Yeah, I'd say you guys really were shortchanged here.
Marshal,
this was really a bad plan on your part.
Who let them in?
We,
Officer
broke him.
Morgan, before anything else, please find out Rawat's status.
What?
I don't see him. Hand over the hostage now, if you want any chance of avoiding an extension to your sentences.
Spare us your condescending attempts to coax us back to our cells. You think we're looking to negotiate? Rawat is dead.
Potton?
Arrest them all! Don't let anyone
I
get
bet the
away!
Rawat we met was not even the real Rawat. I bet the real Rawat's been dead this oh my gosh, the real Rawat's been dead this entire time, hasn't he? Go for it! I love Sigewinne's like heart gun. Let me guess, real Rawat has been dead since before the story even started. You guys killed him and took his appearance, and somebody took his appearance, and it probably was Potton. It was probably Potton, and then that's why he had ulcers by the time he got back to the fortress. Wait, but that doesn't make sense because then we saw him earlier that day. Then Sigewinne went back to the fortress of Meripede, and then we saw him again. How do you travel between the fortress of Meripede that quickly? Especially if you were supposed to, well, if you're supposed to be an inmate there, except, you know, this whole disguise thing, right? Whatever. Real Rawat still sounds like he could have been bad, unless Rawat has been impersonated since months ago. Maybe that's it. Maybe. What is up with his mother then? Dude, we're so close. We're at that part of the story. I love when these story quests are bad. No, Nahida! We're at the part of the story where, like, we have so much information, but it's not clicking together. They're about to put the glue and all the puzzle pieces together, and it's about to make sense. What's up with
Gotta say,
Rawat's mother?
I never
What happened to the
expected
real
see the head
Rawat?
nurse in
Has
combat.
this, like, really...
Patients respond better to
Has this
Rawat's
like, really
treatment
superficial
plan.
guy been fake
Did we get
Rawat the
everyone?
whole time? Or is the real
Captain,
Rawat
we
also
finished the
just
head count.
a complete
Potton's
a-hole?
missing.
Over there! The door's closing!
One group trying to arrest me, another trying to hunt me down. Good. I gotta kill two birds with one stone.
How did he get up there? There must be a secret passage somewhere.
Don't waste your energy. I already sealed it off.
How naive. We have more people outside. If we're not back out by the agreed time, they'll come to arrest
Yeah,
you.
the entire law
Well, then,
enforcement's on the case.
You'd better hope they get here in time.
Oh my gosh, there's
Some kind of gas leaking from the pipes.
He's
Be careful.
close to death.
It's poisonous.
awful.
This is our distribution center, where we store the product derived from our source solution. We had to use special fire prevention methods to prevent contamination. The pipe network here was designed to emit a gas for firefighting. One little modification later, and it makes an efficient death trap.
Why would you do this? Your partners are here too.
Well, they're expendable
Oh,
to him.
please. If they can't supply what I need, they're of no further use to me. Besides, I can't have them exposing my potential whereabouts.
I mean, I'm thinking this guy is the real robot.
Come on, we gotta find a way to open that door.
Go ahead, struggle in vain.
A real robot, fake robot. This is the guy who was in person, who was with the green hair before, right?
Are you sure you're ready to leave, Potton? You haven't changed your dressing today.
You can't cure my face. Just give up.
And what if I could?
Nice try. You're just trying to stall me. Don't you worry about me. I'll find a way to cure my face once I get
Yeah,
out
we're
of
all
here.
dying here. We're gonna somehow negotiate out of this.
I doubt it. After all, Fontanians can no longer dissolve in primordial seawater.
What the? How did you...
The key component of the face-changing potion is the fluid left behind by dissolved Fontanians. It might look like ordinary water, but it has some unique elements in it. Before the flood, all Fontanians were oceanids, physiologically speaking.
Yes, that's right.
A
That's
potion
what we
made from
learned.
that fluid could dissolve and reconstruct the face of a Fontanian in much the same way as hydroidolins change form.
Oh.
Theoretically, it could give someone any appearance they wished. But since the flood, Fontanians have become true humans. They can no longer provide the source material for this potion, nor reap its benefits.
So you're not just saying that it was made of primordial seawater. You're saying it's specifically when primordial seawater touches the Fontanians and then they go like, ah, and then they melt into a puddle. You mean it's that water? That makes it 100 times grosser. Yeah, I remember that from the story. The whole primordial seawater thing. You tell me it's the fluid that's left behind after they get dissolved? That is... Oh my gosh, that's like people's bodily fluids. That's... You guys have been drinking that? I know it's not the same as like the organic material we have in our bodies, but... Did I mention I'm really squeamish? Because I'm picturing this now, and it's getting to me a little bit. Anyway, so if that's the case, why would it have any face-changing effects at all then? Right? Since, I mean, I would assume it would go from completely effective to completely ineffective, right? Why does it still partially work and then wear off now? I would assume it should just do absolutely nothing but melt the faces off of people now. There shouldn't be any, shape-shifting properties left.
Are you saying this potion is made from Fontanians dissolved with primordial seawater?
Yeah. Yeah.
Then their crimes are
Add
far worse than I
indignity to
thought.
bodily remains
How
to
could
their
you
crimes.
know all of this? No, wait. Of course! Well. So that's why you have a human appearance.
It also means that I have a formula you're unaware of. The air's getting thicker. It's getting hard to breathe.
Oh, he's that curious about her formula then.
I might get to make a deal today after all. Alright, keep talking. How do you intend to give me the formula?
Oh, it's not a formula, but a finished product. I have a bottle of it right here.
What?
When I tried Rawat's skincare product, I noticed it had a certain special component in it. So I had my friends gather some other ingredients for me, and sure enough, a little experimenting later, I'd produced the potion. I'm guessing his skincare lotion contains the fruits of your joint research?
Huh. Impressive guesswork. Yeah, we were a supplier for some of the raw ingredients.
Oh, such a
But it only
surprise,
contains a tiny amount of
Paimon.
the active ingredient. The effect is minuscule compared to the undiluted fluid.
Well, I found a way to reverse the dilution process, giving the skincare lotion a similar effect to the fluid it is derived from.
That's impossible.
If I tell you some of the ingredients, I think you can figure it out. First, you need to combine tethered hydrophantasm tissue with transoceanic pearls at a ratio of around
You're
3
just
to
giving it to
7.
him? Get him to promise to let us out of here first.
Oceanic pearls.
You didn't even let him get him
I
to
see.
negotiate to let us out of here
Can't believe I
first.
never thought of that.
You just told him?
Can we make a deal?
No, he's gonna run
Sounds
with it
good to
now.
me. There's a delivery pipeline beneath this window. Drop the potion in, and I'll release you all.
Sigewinne.
Nope, not trusting you that easily. You're like those naughty kids who try to hide their illness. Open the sluice gate first, then I'll hand you the potion.
There you go.
Even if you're not bluffing, your potion won't cure my face permanently. You really think you have any leverage here? I'm not closing the valve this time. Clock's ticking.
Oh my gosh, this is diabolical. You're literally having him gas us to death in this game?
I'll drop it and it'll be destroyed.
No.
Yes. She's willing to die. Thank you for...
Disable that sluice gate! Jam it! Don't let it close again!
That's more like it. In that case, a promise is a promise.
Yeah, and Sigewinne's
Head
honorable.
nurse, there's too much poison gas in here. We have to leave, now!
Challenge complete. Get out via the way you came. Oh, well, there's just a domain entrance right there. Really? Really, right now? Everyone on my team is almost dead. Oh my gosh. We're still missing pieces here. What happened to Rawat? What's the situation with his mother? What actually... The beauty potion, does it really just alter people's faces immediately? I guess that makes sense. If it's a small dose of the face-changing potion...
That was too close. That button is a real nasty piece of work.
If it's a dilute version of the face-changing potion, that makes sense. You can then imagine yourself to have like these slightly different facial features, and then it would just give you slightly different facial features instead of changing your whole face. So then, who was green hair Rawat there? What happened to him? What was the case with his mother? And how does it relate to Sigewinne? Because she's a Melazine, right? So how is that? Is it the same potion? Is it a different potion? And there's something about... I mean, the Melazines are like dragonkin. They came from Eleness, right? So there's still a lot of questions.
Oh, don't be too quick to sit down. Moving around a little will help relieve the soreness. Same goes for you, Traveler. Oh, but Paimon, you should be fine, right?
Flying fast is pretty tiring too, actually. Anyway, that's not important right now. Paimon's still shocked to learn that there's a whole criminal operation going on behind that skincare lotion.
So shocked.
Shame I ended up giving the improved version to Potton after finally making it for you. I'll make you some more, I promise.
No, please don't. Paimon doesn't want to use that stuff anymore. Still, it was a pretty good job that Paimon wanted to buy some in the first place, huh? It ended up saving everyone's lives. That's gotta count for something.
Well, Sigewinne was the one doing the saving.
Yeah, Paimon was just kidding.
Head nurse, I've done a final head count of our team and the criminals. Everyone's here and doing fine. We're ready to escort the fugitives back to the fortress of Meripede. It's a shame that we didn't find Rawat. At this point, I'm afraid he's probably deceased.
What a horrible bunch. Especially that Potton guy. If he hadn't made good on that deal, we'd all be dead because of him.
No, we wouldn't. I always keep a whole bunch of antidotes on me for emergencies. And one of them neutralizes that poison gas. We'd have been fine, even if you hadn't opened the gate.
Oh my gosh.
Then
You
why
were
did you give him the
were
potion?
willing to risk all
If
of our lives.
This is true. I must concur. Sorry to be blunt, but I think you made a bad decision by handing him that bottle. If he changes his appearance and flees Fontaine, it's unlikely that we'll ever find him. No matter how cooperative his accomplices are when we question them.
No, you don't understand. I gave him the potion precisely so we could be sure where he'll go next.
To
What
his
do you
mother's
mean?
house?
We gotta hurry. She won't last much longer.
Because you're saying that Potin... That's what I'm saying. Potin is Rawat, right? That's... So, the beautiful guy we saw before was definitely Potin, and that's why he came... I don't know how he managed to beat us and Sigewinne back to the Fortress of Meropide. But they have to be the same person, right? That's why his face was full of scars and it was melted off. Because he had just been the handsome guy we saw before. Or, sorry, quote-unquote handsome.
Don't move a muscle. I might be short, but I pack a mean punch. Captain, you're just in time. While I was lying in wait, I spotted this crook snooping around, trying to find a way in. So I detained him.
Oh, his face.
His face.
Are you... Potin? So this is where you were heading, huh?
What?
This is how Potin looked before his face was marred. His current appearance matches the mugshot on his arrest warrant.
Yeah.
I see.
Okay, clear this up. It's not
what's
super... It's confusing now.
potion
Please
to
just put
disguise
this in
himself
clean
and escape
terms.
Fontaine? Why would he change back to his original face and run right into our trap?
Enough of this nonsense. Let me in.
You better pipe down. There's an old lady in there who's very sick. No way are we letting a crook like you inside.
To heck with it. Listen to me. I'm Rawat. That's my mother in there.
Yep. I figured it out.
He's gotta be lying, right? Rawat was a victim in all this. He was forced into it against his will. How can he and this monster be the same person?
Forced against his will. That's the funniest thing
Yeah,
I've heard all
Paimon,
day.
you're so naive. I'm
Heck,
sorry.
when I was being coerced, everyone thought I was colluding of my own free will. And then when I actually became a criminal in my own right, you all suddenly thought I must be under duress. Amazing what a difference a handsome face makes.
Save us the speech. Explain yourself.
You want an explanation? Fine. I'll tell it how it is.
Yes, please
When I
clear
was
this up
just
for us.
Potin, the whole world treated me with contempt.
Ew. What do you want? Get away from me.
Women despise me.
Collaborate? You don't look like much of a researcher to me.
My peers scorned me.
Mr. Potin, was it? I'm most interested in your research. Consider my offer carefully. I doubt you'll find other investment opportunities.
Only villains would work with me.
You want out of the game? Forget about it. Turns out, I slipped up a little. Left your picture with some Marechaussee Phantom officers. Easy mistake to make. Now they've listed you as an accomplice and drawn up an arrest warrant. So I suggest you put any thoughts of running away to rest. If you get caught by the guards for being in the synth business,
Yeah,
you may never
synth.
see the light of day again.
Drugs. So he was being
There was
coerced.
no way out for me. Until I could stop being Potin.
Mr. Rawat, I have something I'd like to tell you.
I became popular with women.
This new potion you developed is fascinating. Genius, in fact. Would you consider working with me? I'd be happy to sign a licensing agreement.
My peers looked up to me.
I'm very interested in your research, sir. You must no doubt have offers from countless investors. So far be it for me to ask for a full collaboration, per se.
Even the
I
criminals.
merely wanted to express my
Even
interest.
the criminals
No
fell
pressure
for
at
it.
all, naturally.
So he was kind of the leader, but
And the
only after he
villains
became
even began
beautiful.
to fear me.
Yeah.
Becoming Rawat showed me what a superficial world we live in. But I did not hold a grudge. After all, this superficiality could be made to work in my favor. Or so I thought. But alas, the world seemed bent on finding a reason to make me despise it. Mother, I'm back. How are you doing?
Doesn't recognize him.
Who are you?
I bought the best medicine Mora could buy, but nothing would cure her illness. In the end, I hoped she'd at least be able to see her son one last time before she passed, but when everyone else rejected me, the only person who cared about me was my mother. Then, when I became a rising star in the Fontaine Research Institute, I was unrecognizable to her.
Yeah.
I have to let her see me again. Even if it means donning my own wretched, ugly face. Well, is that enough explaining for you? Now do you understand? Let me inside already!
Just let him
Have you
say
ever
goodbye.
considered if you'll even be able to look your mother in the eyes?
Yeah, she would be
After what
ashamed
you've
of
done?
you.
You found a way to
But-
completely change your identity. You could easily have escaped from them. But no.
Exactly.
You chose to keep working with them.
Why would I want to give up on such a lucrative business? The profits were dozens of times that of the synth business, and it was all above board.
Well, you're still using illegal drugs.
So you kept being a villain just for the money?
Villain? By what standard? Is doing evil deeds really what makes someone a villain in your eyes? Or does it all come down to the way they look? None of you saw a villain when I was wearing my other face, did you?
Well, except for me. Except for me and all the other gals playing this and immediately seeing what a red flag this guy is.
You have no right to judge me! You're all just fake people living in a hypocritical world! I regret nothing! My mother would understand!
You're a villain to the core, but especially
Yeah.
that tongue.
Honestly, I don't see a villain when I look at your current face either.
Don't humor me. You don't seem surprised by my confession in the least. How long have you known the truth?
I didn't know anything for sure until you chose to take that potion bottle and spare our lives. But if you're asking when I started suspecting you, it was the first time you came to see me at the infirmary. I had to confirm my suspicions. That's why I chose to join this investigation.
Are you kidding me? A young, promising researcher and a wretched criminal? What on earth gave you the idea that they could be one and the same person?
Because you're both complete... I don't want to swear. They're both complete assholes. The Potin guy was so rude to her. And Rawat was so full of himself. They might have been bad personalities in different ways. But like... I don't know. Is it just... watching this and you have like that sixth sense that this guy is a complete like get away from me, like, and not by the appearance. You have a bad personality. Look, maybe this story is all about like don't judge a book by its cover, but I think all of us who had that sixth sense immediately, this is the bad guy, the minute he showed up on screen, was like, are like, see, it's not actually all about appearances. You are just a bad... You just have a... You're insufferable. And not because of your face. Just because... I don't know. It's going to be one of those cases he developed that personality because people scorned him so much. But that's no excuse to do the things you did. You never made good choices with any good opportunity you did have in your life. There's a lot of people who have suffered much worse than you, been scorned much worse than you, that have still made better things out of their life. And then given the opportunity you had, you still didn't do better things with your life. And overall, you just had a terrible personality about it the whole time. So, yeah, I'd say it's not superficial, because those of us that could see right away that he was the bad guy know that... Well, that's the thing. The kind of player that Genshin attracts for actually paying attention to these story quests are probably the kinds of people who do think deeply about these things. And that's what I've noticed right away. That being said, you probably should let him say goodbye to his mother. That's the right thing to do.
Well, there were no visual clues. This potion's face-changing effects are very powerful. Even as a Melazine, I couldn't see through the disguise. But I believe I understand humanity a little better than most of my kind. Humans have certain fundamental qualities that do not change with their appearance.
Fundamental qualities, huh? So you think you're the one who's seen through me, do you? Most people probably don't know this, but I think I can guess what your deal is. Melazine constitutions are very close to that of water, so it stands to reason that the potion should work on them too. You use it yourself, didn't you? That's why you have a human appearance.
Sigewinne? Yes, you're right.
But then how come it hasn't worn away for her yet?
I'll bet it was back in the days when Melazines were discriminated against because of their appearance. It was either carry on living in the gutters as part of an alien race cast out by humanity, or become the head nurse of the fortress of Meripede, revered by all. Not a hard choice to make. It's a no-brainer. So you see, you and I were the same. And I'm the one who saw through you!
That's not important right now. You came here to see your mother, didn't you? Well, I can grant you your wish.
Huh?
Head nurse, I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Just let him
current
see
state.
his mother. At this
Don't worry.
point.
Back in the warehouse when I traded the potion for our lives, I was doing it to test him. He was willing to risk sacrificing his only chance of escaping capture by opening the gate in exchange for the potion. Also, he could see his mother again.
Yeah.
If nothing else, his concern for his mother is genuine.
I see.
So before you arrest him, please allow him to see his mother one last time. The Traveler and I will accompany him.
That's the right thing to do.
You have nothing to worry about.
All right. I understand.
His mother's innocent in all this. And she deserves to be able to have her son by her side in her last moments. Even if he's entirely unworthy of her, she would still love him the
Mom?
way a mother would.
It's me, Potton, your son.
She would love him unconditionally.
You recognize me now, don't you? Mom, what's wrong?
I'm sorry, but I have some bad news. I examined your mother last time we were here, and it appears that due to her prolonged fever, she's lost her eyesight.
What?
Your appearance no longer has any bearing on her ability to recognize you. But there are always other ways to remind our loved ones who we are. Wouldn't you say?
No, it can't be. Please, Mom, open your eyes. It's me, your son, Potton. If you really can't see my face, then here, take my hand. Tell me you feel your son's hand. I've done so much to get to this point. Please, you have to recognize me. No.
The temperature of his palm must have changed. I'm sorry. It seems I couldn't bring him back to you after all.
It's you?
Oh, she's mimicking the way his hand must have felt before.
Of course.
Mom, why will you answer her and not me? Why?
No more questions, Potton. She's gone.
Mom?
I'm sorry to say this, Potton, but you and I are not the same.
Potton is eventually taken away by members of the Marechaussee Phantom. A day passes in a flash. Take a look around the court of Fontaine. Yeah, it does say a lot that given one last chance to change his appearance, he would return to his own face in the hopes that his mother could see him again instead of running away. I mean, I'm still confused. I guess I still wish to know who the witch was that gave Sigewinne the potion, because notably, it never seemed to have worn off even after the flood has happened. Whereas for Potten, or Rawat, it looks like he had a limited supply, and as he was running out, he wasn't able to change into Rawat anymore. And that's why his face was scarred when he came back. But did he have enough of the potion to come and sell it over here? Or was that the criminals doing that? But anyway, let's see. We're about to find out.
The wait is over, everyone! The sale of our new skincare product, Romaritime Essence, will now begin.
No more butterfly
Another
dew.
skincare promotion, and it's selling as fast as last time. Wonder what people would think if they knew what was in the last batch.
Yeah, thankfully it wasn't too harmful to everyone else.
Oh, Sigewinne's here too! Hey, Sigewinne!
So how did everything end up?
Oh, Traveler Paimon, hello! I hope you two got a good rest yesterday after all your hard work.
Of course! Nurse's orders, right? Anyway, are you here to take notes for your next article?
Actually, I'm mostly here to help Officer Morgan wrap up yesterday's case.
Ah, that reminds Paimon. That stuff sold like crazy, didn't it? Is it gonna cause huge problems?
Probably not. It's probably just gonna cause like.
Unless modified, butterfly dew is an excellent
It might just give
skincare
people
product
more
that's
pimples, which would be the
completely safe to
complete
use.
antithesis of its
Besides,
what it's
officers
meant to
have
be
already
for.
retrieved all butterfly dew purchased on the market. Now it's just a matter of disposal.
Yeah,
After
product
consulting
recall.
Monsieur Neuvillette, I came up with a way to neutralize any harmful effects, so it'll evaporate
Oh,
naturally
thank you,
without
Neuvillette,
polluting water
for
or
water
soil.
dragon magic.
Wow, it's Sigewinne to the rescue again!
Thank you for serving as our consultant, head nurse. All the butterfly dew we recovered has been disposed of, according to your instructions.
Great!
That's good to hear.
Good job, everyone!
Yay! All's
Also,
well that ends well.
you mentioned you wanted a copy of Rawat's interrogation records. Well, technically, Potten's records. Anyway, I have them with me. Here. After he saw his mother for the last time, it was like all his mental defenses came crashing down. He put up no resistance during the interrogation.
He had nothing left
and
to lose
answered all
anymore.
our questions. We learned a lot. Apparently, the formula was something he discovered by chance while helping the criminal gang produce synth. Later, he came up
synth
with
was
the
already
idea
a
to dilute
dilute
it
formula
and
of
use the
primordial
resulting
water.
substance as a skincare product. Their supplier was Vache.
Ah,
but you could also argue
Vache.
that they were the ones doing him a favor. His operation helped Vache
Who met his end
dispose of an enormous
the
amount
way
of
he
evidence.
deserved.
It made for a seamless collaboration. One man's trash was another man's treasure, and there were no loose ends. It's no wonder we never noticed what Potten's gang was up to.
Vache again, huh? Is there still no end to the harm he caused?
Make no mistake, the crimes of Vache and his accomplices will come to an end.
I hope so.
It's only a matter of time. Since the flood cut off their supply of primordial seawater, they've been forced to resort to riskier methods, like using their private reserve to attack people on the street. Naturally, those attempts all ended in failure. After receiving numerous reports, we were able to zero in on the gang and eventually round them up.
That sounds more like it.
Based on what he told us in his confession, we pretty much had him backed into a corner, even though he made a point of distancing himself from the gang while disguised as Rawat. He tried to throw us off his tail by reporting his accomplices, giving him enough time to transform back into Potten and see his mother one
But
last
then he
time.
got rounded up with them because his pitch file was in there with the gang.
There was one thing he hadn't anticipated. Even though Potten had
That's
been
why
missing
he
for
was-
a long time, we were very much still
Oh.
on the lookout for him. So, the moment
I
he
mean-
appeared in public after changing back to his original appearance,
Hold on.
we
the-
caught him.
the timing is still a bit off. So you're saying he was Rawat selling the product here, then he changed back into Potton, but was immediately arrested and then immediately sent into Sigewinne's care for his face wounds. But we were just here, and then Sigewinne went straight back. We gathered ingredients, and that only took a couple hours. The timeline is still... I guess the implication is it took us more than just a couple hours to find the ingredients. That's the only way this works. Otherwise, like, the timing of this just seems a little bit too off still.
So he tried this once before, huh? Guess he really did want his mother to see him again. But in the end...
That was the
Looking
irony.
at the interrogation records, it seems like he spent the first sum of money he earned as Rawat on his mother's treatment.
Yes, which is why I suspect that his initial motive for using the potion was not personal greed, but a desire to become somebody who had the power to save her.
At least initially.
Even so, he went too far.
Yeah.
In the end,
he got greedy.
He got what he deserved.
I understand.
And he forgot why he was doing
Thank
this
you for
in the
bringing me
first
these
place.
records.
Why did you want them anyway?
Potton was one of my patients, so I need to put together a medical file for him. My teacher always stressed that a person's life experiences are just as important to their file as their medical history.
Why are you still treating him like your patient? Isn't he kind of beyond redemption now?
Well, that's what
That may be
healthcare workers
true,
do.
but a patient is a patient, regardless of the choices that bring them to my care.
Yeah.
One last thing, head nurse. Please keep everything you know about this potion a secret. It would be for the best if most of Fontaine knows nothing of its existence. I know my fellow officers and I will be able to sleep easier if that's the case.
Of course, not to worry.
Thank you for understanding. I'll take my leave then.
So, Sigewinne, did you really use that potion yourself?
Why do you sound so surprised, Paimon? I told you all about it. It was quite a while ago now.
Then how come it hasn't ever reverted back?
You mean that story about the witch and the potion? So it was really
Paimon.
actually genuinely a true story?
Paimon, you're so slow on the pickup.
It really actually genuinely was.
But
The process of making that potion.
I know. There are some secrets I can't tell anyone about. But
Yeah, it almost
considering
goes
everything
against
we've
the
been through
ethics
together,
of you as
I know I can trust you with them.
a nurse or a doctor to
Before I tell you though,
benefit off
could
of,
you follow me somewhere? I want to
physically
pay my
benefit off of the
respects to
death
an
of
old friend.
others.
of course.
The truth of what was. I said I wasn't gonna talk that much, but I have to. It's the irony of that he reverted back to his original appearance to become the person his mother would remember, but his mother could no longer see anymore, could only recognize by touch, but he had lost the touch he once had. Only Sigewinne was able to replicate it, probably using her Melusine powers, but it's also metaphorical. Look at that fork with crystal fly cores. Metaphorical to how she hasn't lost sight of her good nature compared to Potton having probably lost the person he once was, the person his mother would have known. He became different. He changed too much. Even she couldn't even recognize his touch anymore. And sort of, I guess that's where the frustration with this whole thing comes with for me, is the whole part of Potton's arc was, see, you all thought I was such a victim when I was beautiful, and then you all thought I'm such a criminal when I was ugly. You're all so superficial. You only cared about my appearance. And the way I guess it kind of frustrates you that the way that the characters reacted completely fed into that. When myself as the player immediately picked up on the fact that, see, don't trust this guy because don't trust this guy because he's, not because of his appearance, not because he's beautiful, but because he just doesn't treat other people well. He only cares about himself, sees the world in a very superficial way. Yes, we now know that's because he became so jaded on his experiences of how he was treated as somebody with, a skin issue that he was probably born with. But that doesn't give you an excuse to act like that. Like I said, there's a lot of other people who have been dealt a hard lot in life that still, and it takes immense courage and resilience, and it just takes a lot of strength to make something of a bad situation. But there's no excuse to be evil just because you were given a bad situation in your life. There's no excuse for causing that kind of harm to others. Yeah, I don't know. I guess how much harm did he really cause? He helped the criminals, but the product he was selling turns out to be was pretty benign after all. But anyway, I guess that's just this thing that's the thing that, once again, going back to what I said at the beginning, stories like this are meant to be controversial in terms of debatable. They're supposed to give you something to think about and something to make it so that everybody who sees the story will not have the same opinion on it. But yeah, I think my own thing is feeling frustration because the entire point of the arc was that he saw the world as being superficial, and that the way that the characters, acted really fed into it. Not Sigewinne herself. She is about the only one who could really see him for who he was. And once again, this is nothing against Paimon, because I love Paimon and she's the best guide ever, and she serves a really important role in the story to be that kind of like oblivious character that way to help the players understand and get an overview of what's happening. But in this case, her obliviousness almost fed right into how the antagonist felt. Well, I guess it shouldn't be that frustrated. He's proving a point, and it is true that that's probably the way a lot of people do see the world. So actually, probably it's important I just don't want it to be Paimon, Paimon, I want to think good things about Paimon. I don't want Paimon to be the one to see the world that shallow. Yeah, oh, it's Raislyn, Neuvillette. It's just like, yeah. If you fear that type of men, you can see it coming miles away, and it's almost like, how are you not seeing this guy's red flags? He's selfish, he's mean.
Good to see you,
He
Traveler.
thinks only appearances are the
all
only
has been
things that
going well for
matter.
you?
Like, how are you guys this
Big
oblivious?
news, everyone. The Udex is out of his office on important business.
Is that genuinely something people would consider big
No,
news?
being sarcastic.
Why wouldn't they? Important business is a big deal.
Yeah.
Yes, you're quite right. When someone you care about requires emotional support, being there for them at the right time and place is of the utmost importance. After reading the Maréchal Phantom's reports, I had a feeling a trip here might be in order.
Yeah, we got
Take
some
note.
explanations.
That, my
we're
friends,
making.
is how Monsieur Neuvillette shows that he cares. We're both here for the same purpose, actually, to accompany Sigewinne as she pays her respects to her late teacher.
So the old friend she mentioned was her teacher then? The witch?
I think
sorry. Paimon didn't mean to be rude. It's only because Sigewinne calls her that all the time, so...
Yeah, it's reminding me of Alucard's mom in Castlevania. But yeah, the way that doctors, specifically female doctors and educated women, were seen as witches, and that made them at the best outcasts in society, if not, worse. Like what happened to Alucard's mom in Castlevania, which is based on real things that have happened to real educated women in history. I mean, yeah. I think and so the irony is, I guess these days, if we think about women as witches, it's more of an empowerment thing from the perspective of now educated women do have fought for and have, you know, more status than in society than obviously they did back in the days when they were being tied to the stake. But yeah.
I doubt she considers that title to be offensive.
Yeah,
Paimon.
I think in her case,
Don't worry.
it's probably more of a she
Indeed.
owns it kind of thing.
In fact, I
Yeah,
believe
that's what I'm trying to get
Sigewinne would
at.
take it as a
That's what
sign
I'm
of
trying to get
affection.
at. I don't know if I'm
She
saying
has
it correct.
spoken of this doctor on many occasions, and it sounds like she was a truly generous individual. In those days, many people harbored prejudices against Melusines. She was the only teacher willing to take Sigewinne on as a student.
Wow. It's really nice of you two to be here for Sigewinne. Guess you guys really look out for your younger colleagues, huh?
What are you talking about? Sigewinne's probably
Younger colleague.
as
Well, that might be true for
yeah,
the
she's
Udex,
hundreds
but
of
I'm
years
not
old.
sure I can say the same.
Have you not been following along with the
Sigewinne
Melusine
served
lore?
a sentence in the fortress of Meripede hundreds of years ago, and after she did her time, she decided
because
to stick
she
around.
was practicing
She's been an integral
witchcraft.
part of our administration ever since. Strictly speaking, the head nurse has been around longer than most people in the fortress, myself included.
We learned
Pretty
about
sure
this
that
in
makes
Nereides
me
story
the
quest.
younger
The
colleague.
Melusines live for a long
She
time.
served a sentence?
She committed a crime? Well, I can almost guarantee you the crime was being a woman who was a doctor.
Yes, long before I became Udex, there was an ancient law in Fontaine that prohibited any attempt to transform another species.
Okay,
into
or
a human.
an equivalent discriminatory crime. Yeah.
Initially, I and most researchers believed this law to have been imposed due to ethical concerns. But now, it seems more likely that the law was nothing more than an insurance policy, a way for Egeria to ensure that her people would remain insulated from the truth, thus enabling them to lead more straightforward, happier lives.
They probably
Ignorance
didn't
is bliss,
anticipate
as they
for
say.
this law to be used in this way, then, if that was the case.
Sigewinne had her reasons for choosing to obtain a human form, but the act was nonetheless in clear violation of the law.
Could you tell us a little bit more about what happened back then?
Certainly. Sigewinne does not object to her close friends learning about her history. In fact, I first learned of it myself because she confessed the truth to me of her own volition.
Then what happened?
Even with their daughter so ill, they kicked you out? Stubborn as always. And prejudice isn't a disease I can cure either.
Yeah, in this case, she's not a witch like how Alice and Barbaloth are witches. She was a witch because she was an educated woman.
Shame that I don't have the energy to get over there. You're laughable, you old witch. You want to save everyone in Fontaine, but you can't even save the patient before you.
Master, what are you...
I discovered a strange disease, one I suspect that every Fontanian suffers from. But without witnesses or proof, no one will believe me. I had no choice but to experiment on myself to find a cure, but I hit a wall. And as you can see, it took a wretched toll on me.
Then I'll find a cure for you, and then you can go cure her.
There's no need. I am beyond saving now. There's nothing you can do.
But, Master...
As I said before, a doctor's duty is to treat whatever ailments they can.
I know, but they don't trust me at all.
That girl. She's your first ever patient, isn't she? Tell me, what cost are you willing to bear to see her cured?
I'll do whatever it takes.
Even if it means breaking the law and being punished for it?
As long as I don't hurt anyone. Yes.
Spoken like a true student of mine. Then I shall make one more final gamble. And see my experiment through to its end. Leave me for now, and come back in 2 hours. If I am able to work this miracle, then I will have found a way to save all Fontanians, and I shall be able to help you treat that girl.
She probably dissolved herself to make the potion that would change Sigewinne into a human.
If not, then it means there is one more disease in this world that I cannot treat. In that case, do not come looking for me. I will leave you a parting gift. An accidental discovery happened upon through my study of this strange disease. It has little use, but it will at least help you cure this one patient you can reach.
When Sigewinne returned, the miracle had not occurred. She found a potion bottle and a note on the table. After using the potion as instructed, she gained her current form, breaking Fontaine's law in the process. And after I had confirmed the veracity of the events, I gave my verdict.
So that's what happened.
Her teacher sacrificed herself and left that potion behind.
I fear Sigewinne only understood the full story after the truth about the dissolution of Fontanians was uncovered.
That she used her own
When I
body to make the
reflected on all
potion.
this with that knowledge in hand, I felt a deep sense of regret. As I use the law to uphold justice, there are times when I cannot help but acknowledge its ruthlessness.
Yeah.
After the final
And sometimes
details
I
of the
didn't
events surrounding
anticipate
Sigewinne's transformation
the
came
case
to light,
by which that
I
law would
checked
be
several
broken.
sources and, thankfully, the legal code does not require Sigewinne to shoulder any additional punishment.
Wonder how she feels about all this.
Since she invited you here, I imagine she intends to speak of these matters with you, no?
Truth of what was.
You're here.
We're here for you.
The old friend I mentioned was my teacher. When she passed, her body was nowhere to be found. All that's left of her is an empty tomb. And even that's deep underwater now.
Sigewinne, the witch who gave you the magic potion, she was your teacher, wasn't she?
Sounds like Monsieur Neuvillette filled you in.
After learning the truth, it must have been hard to process, huh?
Well, to be honest, after I realized what really happened that night, my first thought was that it kind of made sense. It seemed exactly like the sort of thing she would do.
But she was planning to sacrifice herself and never told you.
Maybe
That's just who she was.
Yeah.
If lying is what it took to get a kid to take their medicine, then that's what she'd do.
I see. So that's how you learned that from her. Truly great doctor.
Alright, but why did you turn yourself in?
I broke the law, simple as that. My teacher made her choice, and I made mine.
How did you even know that was a law? I feel like that'd be
True.
such an obscure
It's
law
just
to know about.
The way Patton framed it when he was asking you all those questions, it made Paimon really mad. You're not like him at all, and everything Neuvillette said confirms that.
Yeah. You used your opportunity to do good
And
things
yet,
for the world.
you were still convicted and thrown in prison. It just feels so unfair.
Unfair? I happen to think just the opposite. If I hadn't served that time, I'm not sure I would have been able to stay strong when he was questioning me.
Yeah,
What
so
makes you say that?
life throws difficult experiences at you so you can be stronger
I knew you'd be
to handle
curious.
them in the future.
Let me tell you a story. The verdict came down. This Melusine is guilty. Deudex defended the authority of Fontaine law, but he did not confiscate the Melusine's medical kit. And so, the Fortress of Meripede gained a new little doctor. She still wore her hood and raincoat, even though it never rained in the fortress. Perhaps thanks to her human appearance, no one refused her treatment. She treated more and more patients, and her sentence grew ever shorter. Finally, the people of the fortress could not live without her, and though her sentence ended, she did not leave them either. Then
She
one
had
day,
people to care for.
she received an invitation from the outside world. The location seemed familiar, and when she arrived, an old lady was waiting for her. She saw
girl
right
that
through
you
the
saved.
Melusine's disguise, but didn't reveal it. Instead, she asked a question.
Tell me, why do you think you gained the respect of so many people, despite being a Melusine?
Because I look like a human?
It's been 50 years, Sigewinne, and you haven't aged a day. I think everyone knows you are not human. I finally found you, after all these years.
The girl she saved.
I still remember, you know. It was you who saved me that night.
But how? I was no longer a Melusine by then.
Her touch.
Does it really matter if you're human or Melusine? I remember the warmth of your palm. It's quite unmistakable. And you know what? It hasn't changed one bit. You don't have to hide anymore, Sigewinne. These days, everyone wants to make friends with Melusines.
Yeah.
And I think that it's all because of you. I'm sorry I couldn't say this until now, but thank you, Dr. Melusine.
Now that's an ending Paimon can get behind.
Yeah. Oh, I'm glad she was able to reunite with the girl later in life, when humans and Melusines lived in harmony and were friends with each other, that they could have that resolution in the new era. And yes, then maybe it was because of Sigewinne. Because of all the Melusines, who, despite the prejudices against them, never gave up in trying to be part of human society, and eventually earned the trust of humans. And now they're inseparable from Fontaine.
After hearing everything Potton said, I wanted to tell him that it didn't matter who he looked like on the outside. But it was too late. The warmth in his palm had already disappeared.
Yeah, he'd already lost himself by
I
then.
tried to treat him, but the roots of his problem had nothing to do with his face.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing. Doesn't matter what his appearance was. He was a rotten soul on the inside. There's no need to feel too bad for him.
I understand. Thanks, you two. I appreciate you being here for me while I talk this through.
Oh, it's nothing. Our pleasure.
Oh, there's one more reason I invited you here. It's about time I finally give you what I promised.
Beauty potion after all this time?
In order to restore the appearances of the face-swapping victims, the Marechaussee Phantom gave me special permission to make a few bottles of that potion. And I made one extra just for you two.
We don't need it though. Shouldn't we destroy it?
Just maybe keep it as a souvenir.
Well, even if you chose to destroy it, I still thought I should give it to you first. You two did so much for me. How could I break my promise?
Well, fair enough, but anyway, Paimon's definitely not interested in this
It's
stuff
just
anymore.
a souvenir we can keep in our
Still,
endless supply of quest
if this
items.
is the very last bottle in all of Tevat, getting rid of it would feel like kind of a waste. Maybe we can give it a special meaning somehow. Oh, Paimon's got it!
Oh?
Melusine physiology wasn't affected by the Great Flood, right? So that means the potion should have a permanent effect on you. In that case, what do you say, Sigewinne? Ever thought about transforming back to the way you used to
Well,
look?
if she wanted to do that,
After
she
all,
could have
from
already
the
done that
Melusine point of
herself.
view, Paimon bets Melusines look the cutest of all.
Paimon.
Paimon, after everything, do you really think it matters whether I'm Melusine or a human?
Well...
Yeah, come on, Paimon.
What was Paimon thinking? You made up your mind a long time ago. Yeah, let's just destroy this thing.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, throw it into the water. Oh, it's a... oh, we can let it evaporate. Okay, that too. That's more beautiful than tossing it into the ocean. The warmth of lies. There we go. Another story quest done. Yay!
I'd like to stay here with my teacher for a little longer.
Yeah. The Lake of Fontaine. Oh, we're wisely and never let go. Alright, well, it's been 3 hours. I think I've said everything I need to say. I've said a lot in this one, even though I said I wasn't gonna. We learned a lot with Sigewinne. Yeah. I mean, there's no point. I've said everything I need to say. The only things I have left to say is just repeating everything I already said again. So I'm not gonna do that. Yeah. That was a good story quest. So, thank you all for watching. We're gonna be moving on to the next one pretty soon. Bye-bye!